Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Jtraedz TV, where we discuss all stock-related content and much more. Thank y'all so much for joining me, man. I hope everybody made some good profits this morning. I did give a big alert early this morning. I hope everybody caught it. So I did alert this morning on Discord. Now I go back and show you my proof. You know me, guys. I always back up everything I talk about. Let me go to my Discord to show y'all what I called out since this morning to see how many people caught it. And that's the thing about it, man. I put out alerts, but it's up to y'all to take it, man. So this morning, let me see. Right here this morning, guys. Right here on my Discord. I put where was that? Starting off this morning. Right here. To give everybody a heads up. I said SPY. As of now, team. That was at 8:25 this morning. I said SPY as of now, team. I do see pre-market already starting off with a inverted cup and handle pattern plus a downtrend at the start of the market. Tops is going to be around 64 to 65 at this time. Keep on watch, right? So, as the market broke, we did get a push up to what price point? 64. Then I went, now right here, I said, how many traders caught that 64 tops after I alerted it? And right here, you can see it. Right here, we ran up to what? I had that price point right around 63.94. But if you round it off, that's 64, right? So, I alerted it. So, what were the areas I called out this morning? I said, tops around 64, 65 at this time. Keep on watch. That was right before the market opened. That was to give everybody a heads up to let you guys know. Be on lookout for the potential pullback coming, but we still are in a downtrend or inverted cup and handle pattern. So after the market took off, we got that push on up to what? 64. Then we fell back underneath what? My downtrend. And I said, how many traders caught the 64 tops after I just alerted it and I put the emoji? And then here, bam, I said, team, y'all cannot say, and right here I told y'all can clearly see the inverted cup and handle pattern. After it ran up towards 64, you got that pull right back down to the downside. There you go, and drop. That was your money-making opportunity right there towards the downside, and I alerted everybody since this morning. I said, team, y'all cannot say I didn't alert y'all. Inverted cup and handle pattern, downtrend on SPY, and you got that nice pull back on down. The latest one I said, the only thing that I was concerned about as we going into the second half of the market, I said that the only thing that I was concerned about is that we're underneath the strong demand zone that held those 2 Fridays up towards the upside when we got that nice little bounce on up. I said, but now being underneath that price point, we do have room to come back down to the downside. I said, team, keep on watch. I said, as of now, at that before we fell back down, I said we were in a range of 662 tops, 660 bottoms. And we wind up, and then we'll go into everything. So right here, we were in this range of 662 back down to where we did crack 660s, back down all the way down to 650, 657.50. Now we're starting to get this nice reversal back up to the upside. So as 1 o'clock is about to come in, we know the level that we need to get back on top of, guys. That was that level that I was talking about, the thing that I said I was concerned about. I said we need to get back on top of this 664 level. Right now, it is 1 o'clock. Right now, we're still fighting this level. So, question is, let me ask you guys this. Do you think that can we stay on top of 64 and get that continuation push up? Or do you think this is the top as of now, where it's, kind of going to a fake out breakout, where we start to get rejected here and actually start to pull back down? So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think at this time? And I'm going to go back to that level that I just showed y'all. Now, I'm going to go to the level that I just showed y'all. Hold on. Let me go to it. Hold up. We'll go to it on my 12-hour time frame. We'll go to it on my 12-hour time frame real quick. Hold up. 12-hour time frame. And again, I try warning everybody this morning what to look out for. Let me go to my, here we go. So right now, new candle. What price, what did we get rejected at right now? What area? What area is this, guys? Ain't this the area I was just talking about this morning? 663.94, 64 level. Look what the stock. Look what we opened up at. So that means that we can't break back above these tops. Can we see can this be the tops for the possible pull back down, or can we see the actual push above it? So what do you guys think? And right here's my Discord, where again I just mentioned that. So right here, that was my concern. I said the only thing that was my concern, and I got the picture right here drawn. I said the only thing that was my concern was from those last 2 Fridays where we had that nice massive bounce back on up. I said the fact is we underneath that range. That's right here. Bam. Right here. Same price. 663. 663.94. If you round it off 64. Right here. 64 bounce. 64 bounce. That's 2 Fridays in a row. I said the only thing that I was concerned about that we were underneath it. So I went ahead and drew out the marks right here. 64. And then I put that we were underneath it at this time. So right here. You can clearly see that I put it on my Discord. Right? Okay. So look where we at right now. On the 12-hour time frame in real time. What price point are we underneath? Ain't we underneath that price point? So the question is, can we get that push? Can we get the actual push back up towards the upside? Up towards the 67 and so forth? Or will this be the top? And we get that nice yank back on down, giving us somewhat of that bear flag pattern. So what do you guys think? I'm gonna ask you guys this. What do you think at this time? Right at this price. Can we get a breakout towards the upside? 67 up towards that 670 level? Or do you think this is gonna be the top where we get a nice pull right back on down? So I'm asking you guys this right now. We're starting to get a little weak. You can see that candle's starting to change. Right here, that price point, right? Right there, that price point. So I'm asking you guys this. What do you guys think? Do you think we can get that breakout and push up towards that indicator, towards that 9 MA? Or do you think we're going to turn support now into resistance when we get that pull right back on down? So what do you guys think? I'm asking you guys this. I'm asking you guys this right now. So what do you think? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make let me go ahead and make a little shot. So right here, 2 Fridays in a row, they use that same exact price point, right? That was around 64, 63.94, right? But keep in mind, we're no longer on top of it. When we were on top, we got that nice move to the upside. Nice move to the upside. Now we go back this way. Bam. Now look what it's looking like. Now it's looking like more resistance than support, right? Because we're underneath it. Now this could be an actual bear flag pattern, which we can utilize that area to possibly pull back down. But if buyers can step back in aggressive, we could get back on top of that range and push back up. But you got to keep in mind, these are 12-hour candles. If that candle would have closed on top, we would have possibly had more of a fighting chance to hold above that price point back on up. But the fact is we closed underneath it, going into the new 1 o'clock candle, underneath that price point, we could have a little bit of trouble. So let's see right now what it's doing. Right here we're fighting. So right here, we're in real time. We're fighting right now. We're fighting right at this level. So I'm going to ask you guys this. What do you think was going to happen right here at this price point of 64? Do you think we can get that breakout and that push on up towards the upside? Back up towards the 67, 70 levels? Or do you think we're going to get rejected for that possible pull back down to even lower levels and get this continuation downtrend on down? So I'm asking you guys this. What do you think? What do you think could possibly happen right here? What do you think is going to happen at this level? I want to get everybody intakes. I see right here, we're getting rejected, turning support now into resistance, getting a little weak. We do have a little H pattern, a little bit of a bear flag pattern setting up right underneath that level. But we right here, we're watching this level to see what's going to happen. This is going to be a very crucial level. If buyers can stay on top of that 64, yes, you do have room to push up towards 67 plus. We will go back up towards that 9 MA. We'll push back up to that indicator, right? Underneath that price point, we can see even more downsides. So what is the downside? If we go back this way, we came back down as low as 657, down even lower towards 652s. You can see right here. Where did we bounce last time? 652, then we ran back on up. 652, ran right back on up. What was that secondary level? It's 57, right? So go back this way. How far did we pull back down to? We didn't go all the way back down to 52, but we got back up. We did help 57, and then got that push right back up towards that 64. So I'm asking you guys this. What do you think is going to happen at this point? Could we see that push up towards the upside, 67 plus? Or do you think this is going to be the actual top and we just get that continuation on down? So look what happened after we ran up towards 685. Got rejected, then you came back on down. You ran on up to 670, 650, then you came right back on down. Now you're at this other crucial level, which is around 664. So right here, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think we can get that bounce, that push up towards the upside and hold this key level, or possible final reversal back up? Or do you think we can get rejected and then pull right back on down towards these key levels? So what do you guys think? What do you guys think at this time? What do you think can happen at this moment? So we'll take a look. So let me close this out and we'll go into where we at right now. So right now we are testing that level. Still getting that nice little bounce on up, but keep in mind, you got consecutive green candles, consecutive green candles. Now, if we don't break out, possibly we could start to cup right here, but we start to get weak. You have strong green candles up, but if y'all notice, the green candles now starting to get a little bit weak right now, right around that level that we just talked about. Now, if buyers can hold, we should see that continuation on up towards 66, 68 and so forth, right? We'll break on up towards back up towards the upside. If this level holds up as resistance, then we should start to pull back down, where we could start to see a green to red move back down to the downside. So let's see what's about to happen right now. We're right here at that crucial level that we just talked about on the 12-hour chart. Right here, guys. Right here. Right where we at. See that? 63.94, 64 level. Let's go back. Look right here. Starting to get a little bit of a squeeze. We did break above the 200-day moving average. That's a good sign right now. So that's still looking good. So if we do get that push, what is going to be that intended target that those buyers are trying to push back up to? What's going to be that intended target that buyers are trying to push back up to? Let's go back a little bit. So right now we know we need to break above the pre-market highs. That's right here. That's right around 664.81 right here. You can see right across the board. Rejected, 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 rejected. So we know we got that pre-market tops. And once we break above that price point, guys, what do you think is the next key level? What you think is the next key level, chat? What's the next key level on up? We know that we got this level here that we bounced on top of yesterday. That was around 667.89 if you want to round it off, 668. 668, and we had that room to run up to that pivot point of what? 672.50, right? So right now, this is where we at right now, from yesterday's movement to today's movement. So we can get that breakout. We know the next key level is going to be up here. 667, I'm sorry, 67, 78, 98, roughly around, if you want to say 68, get back up to that level. And then from that, you got that room back on up towards the 72.50s. So we know that we need to get back in this range here first. So we need to break back above this price point, get above that pre-market level. And then we know we have these tops, which is going to be right here, around 668. Look right here where you had that strong bounce at yesterday, where you went red to green, right? Where did your buys come in aggressive? So around 668, then you got that nice move on up towards 672.50, right? That's that range. So as of now, we know we underneath that range. So we know buyers are trying to climb back into that range. So we know that we need to break pre-market levels here today, which is going to be around the 664, 665, this level here, where that push up towards what price point next? 668. So this is what we'll do. We'll round it off. We'll just put 668, right? We'll put 668. We'll round it off. All right, 668. So we'll put 668. So we know once we break above this old pre-market level from today, buyers have room to push back up towards this level here. That's going to be next. If we can break above that level, what's going to be next? Your pivot point, which is 672.50. That was the level we talked about yesterday. We said as long as you stay underneath 672.50, you have room to come right back on down, and you so forth, you pull back on down. So keep in mind on that, guys. You got to put your days together. So from yesterday's movement to today's movement, we back on top of the 200-day moving average, which is bullish. So we need to get that pre-market high breakout. If we get that breakout, then we know we have room to push back up towards 668. From 668 up to 672.50. So let's keep it on watch, guys. Keep it on watch, see where we go. Right now, we know we're still having a little bit of trouble at this pre-market tops right now. Pre-market tops. So again, chat, I'm gonna ask you this. What do you think is gonna happen today? Do you think we can finally see some upside versus downside? Or do you think this pre-market top is gonna be the very top for today, intraday, for the move back down towards the 662s, 660s, and so forth? What do you guys think? I'm asking you guys, what do you guys think? From this level here, pre-market tops, do you think we can get this push back up to the upside from yesterday's level? Or do you think we're going to get rejected and come back down? What you guys think? Let me take this one off right here. We don't need that one no more. That's done. That's over. We already did the inverted cup and handle pattern, and that's already happened. That's done. Inverted cup and handle pattern came all the way back down towards the 656, right back on up, trying to transition out to the upside. So right now we got buys stepping back in. So what do you guys think, chat? What do you think at this point? Where do you think we're going from here? Can we see a breakout out of this level above the 665 up towards that 668? Or do you think we're going to top out? What do you guys think? I'm just asking you guys. Again, it's not about just me. It's about you. I don't have to do the live stream. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this to help a lot of you guys out. I put out this free content is to help out as many people as I can, man. You know, if you want to go, to these other stock traders that's going to charge you arm and leg, man, feel free to do so. But what I'm saying is take advantage of the things that I'm helping you guys see, for free. I'm not charging anything. I'm trying to help out as much as I can at these levels. I'm asking you guys this because I want you to think for yourselves, man. I'm trying to to help you out as much as possible. From these levels here, do you think that we can break above this level, back on up towards the 668 on up? Or do you think this is going to be the top for the day? What do you guys think? No answer is a stupid answer. No answer is a stupid answer, so don't be afraid to answer, guys. What do you guys think? What do you guys think from this level here? Can we see more upside? Or do you think we can get rejected and see more downside? What do you guys think? I mean, you guys have the floor, man. You guys have the floor, man. I care, like I said, I love you guys to death. My platform is your platform. My community is your community. And, you know, if you want to answer, go ahead. Feel free to answer, guys. What do you think from this level here? So let's take out, let's go ahead and take out, I'm going to take out as many lines as I can because I don't want to have too many lines. So let's take out these for right now. Let's take out all of these for right now.
Mike says 664 hit time to go back down.
Money and Mike, thank you so much for contributing, man. And that's all it takes, guys. And Mike, if Money Mike can do this, man, guys, y'all can do it too. No answer is a stupid answer. Nothing is wrong. I mean, just if you can, again, by looking at my setup, it's up to you to understand. Okay, what positions do you need to take going into the second half of the market? Because I want to help put money in you guys' pockets, man. I love you guys to death. You guys are my heart. Again, it's no Jtraedz without you guys. Mike, thank you so much for responding, boss. I appreciate you for that, man. He said 664, topped and back down. So yeah, right around this level that we at, right around those pre-market levels, boss. That we are, we had the bottom of this range here, which is around 656, and then we got this move on up. Now, the only thing I can say, Mike, is the only difference right now. The only thing I'm gonna say right now is the fact is you are above my 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average is pretty strong. Now that you back above it, it's pretty much holding up as bullish. That's the only thing I'm gonna say on this note. If they can stay above that 200-day moving average, and you can clearly see the transition. So we came on down. Now you have nothing but consecutive green candles on up. That means buyers are stepping back in. So let's also look at what could be contributing to that. And then look right here.
Jtraedz says, I'm still licking my wounds from my past 2 trades. Sitting on my hands, watching your level.
Man, no, Austin, did you catch that inverted cup and handle pattern that I called out this morning? Queen, I called it out this morning on my Discord and pre-mortem Discord. Queen, I alerted that. I gave everybody, even before, look right here. Queen, look my proof. I said, that was at 8:25 this morning, Queen. I said, Spy, as of now, I said, I do see pre-market starting off already with an inverted cup and handle pattern. That was this morning, right? I said, for a possible downtrend, I said, at the start of the market, I said, look at the key words. At the start of the market, tops is going to be around 664, 665 at this time. Keep on watch. And I drew it out, inverted cup and handle pattern, and I also specifically said the levels that we could possibly push up to, 664 to 665, right? And we did that. We went on up. We can see it right here. We broke on up to what price point? Right around 664, because if you round off 663.94, what price point are you close to? 664, right, Queen? 664, right? That was one of the levels I talked about. I said keep on watch. So you ran on up, and you got rejected, and then you fell back on down underneath this downtrend, right? Okay, after that, then we went to the second level. Right back into that inverted cup and handle pattern, right back into that down. Queen.
No, I got stuck yesterday in SPY, lost all profit on my account.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, Queen. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but
see your levels right on the money.
Yeah, and no, nothing's wrong with that, Queen. Nothing's wrong with that. I mean, I make mistakes. So, Queen, don't doubt yourself. We all make mistakes. It happens. Okay, yesterday, did you go in? So you must have went for a swing trade, right? So did you go for a swing trade on the long side or the short side? I mean, because you remember yesterday, you was a part of my live stream yesterday. Guys, yesterday, what price point did I say to look out for yesterday? That was your pivot point. Didn't I not say yesterday was going to be around 672.50? I said, as long as you stay underneath it, because remember, we kept trying to figure out which way we were going. I said, the puts can stay underneath 670.
2202 says, I went long before it dumped.
Okay. No, again, nothing's wrong with that, Queen. I got you. So, but at these tops, I kept telling everybody. I said, guys, be on lookout. And y'all was my witness, because I go back on my live stream. I'll pull my live stream up from yesterday, and I'll show you. I said this. I said, 672 is going to be your pivot point. That was right before I got off my live stream yesterday. I said, below it, you do have room to come back on down. I said above it, you do have room back on up. Because think about it, guys. Why did I put that level yellow versus everything else that's in white? Think about it. Why would I have this particular level in yellow? Look at the color. And everything else is in white. So that lets you know that that was a pivot point, which I told you guys. 672.50 gonna be key. 672.50 is gonna be key. 672.50 is gonna be key. If we stay underneath it, that'll benefit the put back down to the downside. And matter of fact, I'll do this to show you guys. I don't lie to you guys. I love you guys to death. I always prove myself to you guys because you know everything. I always show on how authentic I am. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. So let me go ahead and fix this back up real quick. All right, cool. All right, and you remember and not just that, Aussie. What else did we talk about, Queen? Remember we talked about this? Oh wait, where's my oh shoot, did I grab the right chart or the wrong chart? I think I grabbed the wrong one. Is it the right one? Where's my 5-year chart? Did I delete it? Or did I wait? Where's my chart? Where's my 5-year chart? Did I move it? Oh, there you go. Sorry about that. Alright, cool. And not just that, guys. Look. Yeah, okay.
5-year chart.
Exactly. You're right, Queen. So how many times I kept talking about that red trend line? How many times I kept talking about this old breakout level, you know, all the way down to 660? I said the last time we hit that red trend line is in what was in what? 2020, 2022, right? Remember I talked about that. Remember I said right here. I said last time we hit that 2020, that red trend line was in 2021, crossing over to 2022. I said that's when we had that bearish market. Remember I said that in 2022, right? I said the level that we needed to break out was 480. You can clearly see it right here, 480. I said the only thing that scares me for right now is that we haven't had a healthy pullback down. I said we got it in the early areas of 2025 when we pulled from 610 all the way back down to what price point? 480, right? That was that old breakout area. That was a healthy pullback for a nice bounce back on up. Because every time you hit that green trend line, remember I kept breaking this down. Buy you step back in. Green trend line, buy you step back in. Green trend line, buy you step back in. Green trend line, buy you step back in. Red trend line, put opportunity. Red trend line, I mean, look how I was playing off of that channel that I have set up perfectly. Red trend line, strong resistance. Green trend line, strong support. And what did I say about this time, Queen? Remember I said, man, we was hitting some heavy resistance up here. I said one thing that we never got yet was a healthy pullback to this old breakout zone. I said we got one at 480. Remember we talked about this yesterday. I said we got a healthy pullback to 480 and then we ran back up to 610 and then ran up to the upside. I said the only thing that we didn't get now was a healthy pullback down to the new breakout area, which is 610. I said now we hitting this resistance. I said we could get a nice pullback down this way towards this trend line that's lining up with that 50 SMA. So in other words, the thing that I was contributing to was more of a bearish opportunity versus a bullish opportunity. Because think about it, we haven't got back above these highs yet. We ran up towards these highs of 689, if you want to round it up to 690, all the way back on down. So think about it, from 690 all the way back down into the 660, we've been on a $30 drop. Think about it, Queen. We've been on a $30 drop ever since. 690, 660, $30 drop. But we still have yet to come all the way back down to this old breakout level. Who's to say that we can't crack this level and fall back down even further now to the 50 SMA? Lose that 13 EMA, and you remember how we play the gap fills. So if you lose that 13 EMA, what's going to be the next indicator? Your 50 SMA, right? Where's your 50 SMA lined up with? Your 610. So that means that we lose the 13 EMA, you have room to fall back down this way to retest this old breakout level towards the upside, right? So if we do it like this, Queen, look, right here, for example, I was talking about this yesterday. So right here, we get rejected, right? Your next key level possibly is going to be right here. That's your old breakout zone where we got rejected, fell all the way back down to 480, and then reclined back up, right? 610. So we haven't got that healthy pullback yet to test this level to see can we hold and go for a possible bounce back on up. But we have room to fall to that 610 level. So that's what I was trying to make everybody aware of on what could possibly happen. Because last time we hit this red trend line was in 2021, 2022, right? And when we got that bearish, we had that bearish market in 2022. And then we wound up bouncing our way back on up into a bullish market. So think about it. We've been up. We haven't got that healthy pullback yet towards this, towards this old breakout level. We can have a more of a buying opportunity for a possible bounce back on up. We have a lot of room to possibly fall if this level doesn't hold. So that means if 650 cracks, we're coming back down even lower this way. So that's all I'm telling you guys, just to be mindful of that. I mean, I'm not trying to put fear in everybody, especially that's long buys, but I'm just saying the opportunities that you have on the downside where you can buy low, sell high. That's all I'm trying to make people aware of. The opportunities. That's it. I'm not trying to scare anybody out of their plays. You know, if you want to go long, stay long, as long as you're staying above these, you know, certain key levels. You know, like right here, for example. We're still having a lot of trouble where? 64, right? The level that we just talked about on the 12-hour time frame. Because now we're underneath it. Because you got to remember, that 64 level was one strong support, right? Because we held that level twice. 2 Fridays in a row, we held that level. And I can go right here to my 12-hour time frame. Right here, guys. And again, like I said, man, I love you guys enough to break down everything, man. You guys are my hearts, man. I love y'all to death. And I want to see you guys win, man. I'll do whatever I got to do to just, you know, make you guys see what I see too. Because I want you guys to be great traders, man. I love y'all enough, man. I love y'all to death, man. Y'all know this. On all platforms, man. So think about it. Okay, look right here, guys. Right here. Right here. Where did we bounce one Friday? 64, right? 64. You transition. Red to green. Back up to the upside. Last Friday, where did we fall back down to? 64. Red to green. Right back up to the upside. So that shows on how strong that support line was on the buying side, right? Now you have to understand where we at now. We underneath that strong support. Now it could put possibly, big capital P, as long as we stay underneath it, could be possibly used as resistance now back down. So instead of holding us up, now that same key level can actually hold us down. And we do have somewhat of a bear flag pattern right in front of us. So don't bypass that pattern that's right in front of you. So look right here, guys. Look, right here. So once 64 level did hold up at one point where we ran back on up towards the upside. Ran back on up towards the upside, right? That was that level right here. That was one strong support. Now we have to kind of look at it from a different standpoint. So now let's do away with the support and kind of look at it from now a resistance standpoint. So now what we have to do is look at it this way because we're underneath it. So if buyers can't hold, because it's going to be a crucial level, because you can see how crucial it was before. If that level can't hold, then you know you have room to come back on down because that would be somewhat of a bear flag pattern right here. That'll lead to more downside towards these lower areas. Back down towards the 57s, down even towards the 52s, where we'll still continue the downtrend towards the downside, right? We'll come off of this trend line and just get this continuation sell-off, right? So you have to take that price point into consideration, that it can work for both parties. It can work for the long side, and it can work for the upside. If you can stay on top of it, yes, you do have room to push back up off of that 64, up towards that 73 level, towards that 9 MA, right? Because you got to keep in mind, you're underneath all the indicators. We're no longer on top of it, guys. See, when we were on top of all the indicators, look how the market reacted to it. From the 50 to the 20 to the 9, the market went up towards the upside. But then after that, look what happened. We started to fall and cross underneath the 50, the 9 MA and the 20 MA, now crossing over to the downside. So now being bearish versus bullish. So instead of going on a continuation uptrend, now you're going on a continuation possible downtrend. So notice, every time you pull back, you bounce back on up, you get rejected, you come back on down. You get a little pullback, you bounce back on up. Now, could we get a pullback on down where we can continue this downtrend? Or will we have enough buyers to hold this key level and push us back up where we can save this floor level? All I'm doing, guys, is asking you guys this. From this 64 level, what do you think is going to happen? Aussie, Mike, again, Mike, I know you called it out, boss. You said the downside. So, Aussie, what do you think can happen right here? This is going to be a very, very crucial level. Do you think we can reclaim this for the third attempt for the move back on up to the upside, where we can have not one, not two, but a third time recovery right at the same level back up? Or now do you think that the buyers have lost its momentum and now transitioning to the put side or to the bearish side, where now we can turn now strong support now into resistance, and now we can work it back down this way? What do you think, Queen? Right here at that level. What do you think? Now again, no answer. Look. Mike, look what we got, boss. Dude, can we see another bear flag pattern, boss? We got one bear flag pattern here. Boom. Dump back on down. Could we be seeing a second bear flag pattern here, getting rejected at that same key level we just talked about, but nice move back on down? Could we go back down even lower, back down towards the 67s, 57s? Hey, Mike, what you think, boss? What's on your menu? Can we see another bear flag pattern? What do you guys think? Can we see 2 bear flag patterns in a row? What you guys think? Look, we got one right here. Bam. Bear flag pattern. on down. Could we see another bear flag pattern right at that level for that next move back on down and get that continuation bearish rally to the downside? What do you guys think? What do you think? We at a very crucial level right now. Very crucial level. So what you got, Mike? What you think? Austin, what you think, Queen? Everybody has the floor. Like I said, guys, no answer is a stupid answer. I don't judge anybody. I want to ask everybody, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? We know we underneath it because we're getting a nice red candle. We got upper shadow, upper shadow. We know that this level is crucial because you're fighting. Buyers are fighting. Buyers are fighting trying to hold this level. But you're also going to have sellers sitting here now because we already lost this level, which is 85. Then you lost that level, which was around 74. Now you're fighting this level. Because you notice every time you get green candles up, you pull back on down. Green candles up, right now you're fighting. So what do you guys think right here is going to happen? Can we hold this key level and go for that move back on up where we can save this floor? Or do you think this is going to be a temporary push where we come back on down? What you guys think? It's up to you. I'm just asking you guys this. What do you guys think? Like I said, no answer is a stupid answer, guys. I don't judge anybody. I don't judge anybody. What do you think? And even if it's wrong, if it's wrong, I mean, I'm gonna help you through it. I'm gonna help you talk you through it. Nothing is wrong, guys. Feel free to let me know. I still see it's a little weak. Still fighting. Still weak. Still a little weak right here. Still see a little battle right here, guys. That around that 64 level is gonna be very crucial. Because you remember last time we held, we ran back on up. Last time we held, we ran right back on up. Now, could we go for a third recovery for the move back up? Or is this going to turn from support now to resistance for the actual move back on down? So, what do you guys think? What you think? Right around 64 level, what you think? I just want to ask. We're getting rejected right now off the 5 right now. Getting a little bit of resistance off the 5. I just want to ask you honest opinion. What you guys think? Right now, we still testing. The candles are getting a little bit funky. A little bit funky right here. So you see how they're kind of struggling a little bit. Little bit of a struggle. See how we having a little hard time trying to break above those pre-market highs? See that? Resistance. See how they having a little bit of trouble? And you can see how those sellers starting to come in a little bit aggressive now? Look at this. Starting to get a red candle. But you see how you can easily read it, guys? Like I said, my job is to do the best that I can to help you guys through certain situations, man. Like, I want to do my best. Mike, you called it out. Shout out to you. We still getting a little bit of resistance underneath that 64. So shout out to you for calling that out. Shout out to one of my goats. Shout out to Money Mike on that one. So great call on that right now. Getting a nice little pullback. And take your time, guys. Don't force. Like I said, take those pre-market areas. Look right here. Resistance. See that? Take your time. Don't force anything. Bam. Look how aggressive that candle is getting now. Look at that. Look at this. Look, guys. Look at that. Look how aggressive that candle is getting. Just take your time, man. Don't force anything. Starting to change. See how it's starting to change now? Starting to transition. Went up. Rejection. Right around that pre-market. Right around that level we just talked about. Sellers are sitting right here. Guys. Right here. Starting to get a little aggressive. Get a little bit aggressive. So we got one more. Bam. Then we gap down underneath it. So it's still looking a little weak, man. A little weak. We gonna see. Mike, what you think, boss? What you think? I know you called it on the downside. So what you think from this level? So if we were to put it like this, okay, we were to hold 64. Say 64 at that brick wall. How far do you think we could pull back down to? Is the next question. How far do you think we could pull back down to? Because we know buyers are desperately trying to fight this level. They desperately holding. They're trying to do everything they can to hold this key level. But you're getting hammered right here. Right at these pre-market levels. You're getting hammered over and over. I still think it's going to be a little bit more downside. I'm just going to be honest. Me personally. But we'll see. Let's take a look at the 30-minute time frame and see if we see anything a little different. You got somewhat of a little bull flag pattern right on the 30. Trying to hold above that 61 level. I do see that. So 65 to 61, I do see that. Kind of like a little bull flag pattern on the 30-minute time frame. So you're kind of like in a little crucial area right now. It's going to be very crucial. We'll see. But if you fall back underneath 61, you come back down to the 60. That means you're reversing. So you might as well get ready for that strong reversal back down. So I'm going to just tell you that. How low could we go? I say back down to the 60, 556. I'm sorry, 656. Down to the 652s. Like the main area that I had locked in, on, that I was thinking that we could go all the way back down to, I'm gonna be honest, was 652. That was one of my key areas that I feel like we could have came all the way back down. But we'll see from this level here. If this level holds up from resistance and we start to pull back down, could we see that 652 level? We'll see. Right now, we know buyers and sellers are battling right here. Buyers and sellers are battling right here. Right in this little consolidated light range. Just keep it on watch. Take your time. We'll see. So let's see what's going to happen once we come out of this little consolidation. Can we get a move back up, or will we start to reverse back down? So let's see. We'll see. Keep it on watch, guys. But we know in order for us to see upside, we need to stay above 64 for sure. We need to stay above 64. 64 is going to be key. Oh, and also let me go back to my live from last time when I did talk about 72 Aussie, and I gave everybody a heads up from yesterday. Let me go to my live stream yesterday. Hold up. I'll bring it up when I talked about 72. So instead of you going long, I told people to go short. And let me go to it. I'll bring it up. Hold up. Let me go to my live stream from yesterday. Let me bring it up. And I kept saying 72.50, 72.50. I kept saying it repeatedly for everybody to be on lookout, to be careful. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick. All right, let me go to it. Let me turn the music off real quick. Turn my line string on. Right in this little range where you got that third leg up. So you got leg 1, leg 2, and this. Okay. Let's try to get everything confirmed. I broke everything down 5 year. So that means we're gonna need to crack out of this range just to get to this level. 72.50. I don't know. We kept talking about it. But notice how we stopped. 72.50. See that? 72. And also, you see this, right? 72.50. And this is yesterday. I gave everybody heads up on what to look out for. 72.50. 72.50. Just up to you on what your preference is. Like I said, me it's 10 cents. 10 cents, 20 cents. Because I'll go in with 5 to 10 contracts where I don't have to stay in long. 70, 50 for the possible push up towards 671 to 672. There you go. It's another way. It's different ways to look at it. That's what's bullish right now. So I mean, we definitely possibly have room to possibly push up 25 to 30. Spies, I was mentioning, watch that 73.50. From that 73.50, the next key level you're gonna have. You have a gap fill, whether it's on the upside or the downside. So from that, let's just say we'll just start with the VWAP. So from the VWAP up to the 200, we know we can fill the gap up. Below the 200, we know we can come right back on down. So what we need to do is close this huge space, which is why we need those indicators to. Remember I kept talking about the 200-day moving average, right? 200-day moving average. That's why with the 9MA, we need to hold that bad boy because we want to create some type of like a wedge. We want to create some type of an ascending triangle pattern. And there you go. So you see what I mean? I mean, I break down everything to everybody. Let me put my music back on. But now you see what I mean on how I take my time, guys, to break down things to you guys to a science as much as I can, man. So let's see. Let's see where we go, guys. Let's see where we go. So right now, where we at right now? Still testing around 64. 64, still testing. So we know if we do get that, if buys do come in strong, we get that breakout above that pre-market level, what's next? Go back a little bit. Yesterday's level. We know that we had that strong bounce where? Right around 68. So if they break above that, you do have room to possibly run up to 66 to 68. That'll put you in that range because that'll put you back up towards this old level here. But we know where that pivot point is at 72.50. We know this. So if buys can come in aggressive, like I said, buys come in and break above that price point, then we know we have room to run up towards that 68 level where we can start to really reverse the play. Because right now you're on top of the 200-day moving average. That's a bullish sign. So right now it's bullish, still bullish. Because you finally got that break above the 200-day moving average, finally. So now, you have nothing but space and opportunities now. Because you have no indicators to hold you back now. Because the strongest one was your 200-day moving average. Now holding above that price point, now you have nothing but space and opportunity, which is going to be natural numbers now. So you'll have the pre-market level here, which is going to be around that, we'll say 665. 65 level here. We break above that pre-market level, then you have room to run up towards 666. Back up towards that 668. Why 668? Because we know that's where you had that strong bounce at, right? Because those buys utilize 668 to push back on up. Buyers utilize 668 to push right back on up. So we know that that level is important to the buyers. So, but by being underneath it, we know that it can also act as resistance. So we're gonna watch these levels to these levels. But right now, still look, still getting pullbacks. So let's see. Let's see. Hold up. Are we back on these 64 again? Still getting a little bit of resistance. Still back on these 64. 64 still struggling. Still struggling. Still struggling, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna do the best that I can to help you guys out the best that I can. Damn, did I crack my phone? Oh shoot, I might have to get a new phone. I just realized I got number cracks on it. Jesus Christ. God forgive me. But I mean, yeah, I realized we got cracks on it. Alright, back on these 64. Mike, are you still looking in for the short, boss? 64? What was the levels I had? Shit. I'm trying to think of the contracts I had. I know I had 52. Should I keep my 52s? I'm trying to think. Should I keep that contract or what? What was the other level? I'm trying to get the other level I had. But starting to pull back. Oh, there we go. There we go. Should I do it? I'm trying to think. Should I use the same contract? I'm trying to see if we got some volatility on it. What about 64? Let me say 64 look a little different as far as volatility. I mean, I could use a little bit about volatility on that one. Because right now, you're still getting a little pullback down underneath 64. Underneath 64 right now. A little bit of a pullback. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Because 64 is still holding strong resistance. Because the key level that I had was back down towards 57. 57. I'm sorry, 57. But that possible bear flat pattern. That's what I had in mind. So I'm trying to see, can we confirm it? So right now, 64 is holding. Pulling right back down to the 200-day moving average. So that's holding. I mean, it's holding pretty decent. So right now, guys, pre-market tops, bam, right back on down. So far, let's see. Could we see that move back on down that me and Mike was anticipating? So that means that we definitely need to take out 60 though. Could we fall back down to the 60s? Take that up, pretty much pull back down to the VWAP. Let's see. I had to change my contracts up a little bit because the one I had didn't really have a lot of volatility to it. All right, let's see. And also, guys, keep in mind right here, I do have the the put charts right here. Again, because remember, the puts are going to do the opposite of what the calls do. So we know that puts right now are going down, calls are trying to hold up. But the minute that the calls start to reverse down, your puts should start to reverse back up. So remember, this is puts, this is calls. So all we're trying to do is look at it from both angles to see, okay, which one has the better advantage. We know right now calls are holding because you're 200-day moving average. So for sure, puts are underneath it. So right now, calls have a little bit of leverage right now at this moment. Calls have a little bit more leverage. Calls have a little bit more leverage. So calls are still trying to hold. Let's see. They're still trying to fight, but I still think the market is. Like I said, I'm waiting on confirmation, man. I'm waiting on confirmation. Man, because I want to see that. I want to see that aggressive yank if the sellers still have it. I just want to see if they still have it. I mean, if they don't, then I do have to change my. I have to change my thought process, of course, to the put side. I mean, to the call side, of course. Because we get back above, 65, then yeah, we have room to run up towards 68. Then I have to, change my thought process. But right now, I'm just trying to see if we're gonna stay underneath these pre-market tops. So I want to see if they're gonna keep them stuff underneath. I want to see. I just want to see which would it be my best opportunities or my best chance. So right now, I know it's gonna be a little crucial. So right now, you're kind of ranging. Right now, you got this little consolidation. But the only thing about it is you are starting to cup a little bit. But I'm gonna see where we go. Because I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to jump it. So I know right now we're about to retest these pre-market tops again. About to test report. Here we go. Pre-market tops. That's why I want to wait for confirmation. That's why I don't jump the gun too quick.
Golden Paquito 187 says.
What's up, Golden? What's up, boss? Good morning, man. Good morning. Fakito, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Apologies.
No, Queen, never apologize. Queen.
Still here.
No, Queen, never apologize. First and foremost, you're driving. I care more about the safety. Man, what's up, boss? Any trades today? Golden, any trades today, boss? Right now, we're just trying to see, can we get this break above this pre-market level? Because like I was telling traders, as long as they can break above that level, hold above this level, you do have room to run back up towards that 68. So right now, okay. See, that's why you got to wait on confirmation. See why it's good to wait on confirmation to see where we go? So instead of me jumping the gun, that's why I said I was going to wait. So buyers are still in control when we holding. So that should put us back in this range. So let's see where we go. So let's see. Stand above those pre-market levels right here, guys. Right across the board. So that's gonna be around 664.81.
Package 0187 says, I switch with prop first.
Oh, okay, I got you, man. But man, congrats, man, Golden, man. I know I ain't talked to you in a minute, man, but boss, congratulations on all your success, man, and I wish you many more blessings to come, man, for 2026 as well, man. And I wish you just numerous, just amount of success, man. But thank you for always supporting me, man. Appreciate you. Never forgot about you, man. Love you, boss. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, boss. But yeah, here we go, guys. See, Jtraedz, see, by stepping in, right back above that pre-market. Now we above the pre-market highs, man. Man.
TKS buddy.
Man, let me give you some love, man. Let me give you some love real quick, man. I gotta give you some love, man. Shout out to Golden, man. I ain't talked to Golden forever, man. I had to give you some love, man. And also, man, guys, let me give a shout out to the chat in general, man. Shout out Jtraedz. Jtraedz, y'all already know what time it is. And also to my mods, man. Appreciate you guys, too. Thank y'all for everything that you guys do, man. I thank you guys. Everything that you do means a lot to me. Appreciate you. Up, little upper shadow, back down. Let's see, man. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be tough, man. You got these sellers and buyers like right in this consolidated area. Let's see. I know me and Mike, we waiting on underneath 64 because I know that's the level that we anticipate. Let's see, man. We know we're going to have a little tough area. Tough area. We'll see. Keep it on wise, guys. Keep it on wise. So right now, you're in the range of that 64 level up towards the 65. So you're kind of like in this little range here. So you're right trying to... the buyers are trying to fight to get back above the pre-market levels, but I see a long upper shadow. Ooh, I see a huge upper shadow setting up. Huge upper shadow. Let's see. We at a crucial level right here, guys. So we know that we need to crack underneath this. Oh, we might get it, Mike. We might get it, Mike. We might get it, Mike. We might get it, baby. Back down. Oh, there it is. Oh, man. Let's see. Ah, there you go. Now I finally want to kick in. There you go, Mike. There you go, baby. Finally got those sellers to step in. There it is. Let's see. All right, guys, let me run to the restroom real quick. But yeah, watch your eyes on these levels, guys. Puts, you want to get back underneath 64. Calls, you want to get above 65. That's that pre-market top. So puts, this is going to be very important. Calls, this is going to be very important. Let me run to the restroom right quick. We still in this range fighting. We fighting. So, as I went to the restroom, guys, like I said, puts, you want to stay underneath that level, 64. Calls, you want to stay above that level, 65. So keep that on watch. I'll be right back, man. Because I want to see where we're going. Because I want to catch the second half of the market, man. I do. I want to see where we're truly going. You know, can we break back out to the upside, or is this the tops where we can really start to reverse back down to the downside, back down to these opens? So, man, look at a little weak. I mean, because to be honest, none of the stocks are holding up pretty strong. Because normally when the market is up, you'll normally see like 2%, 3%, 4%, damn near up to 6%. I don't see no markets holding up in 0.74%. That's not strong at all. So, I mean, that's still representing weakness. So, I mean, just keep your eyes peeled, guys. So, we are right in this little consolidated range. Puts, you want to fall back underneath. Calls, you want to get back above. Watch this little consolidation. I'll be right back, man. I appreciate you guys. Be right back. Peace. Keep it on watch, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm aiming for the short side. I want to see can we get it. I'm aiming for the short side. I'm gonna see if not, if we do break back above, I gotta switch my mindset. I'm just being honest with you. But if we fall back underneath 64, I gotta stay on my short idea. I have to. But I'll be right back, guys. Peace. Mods, y'all got this. And again, guys, y'all need any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to reach out to the mods on Twitch or YouTube. Mods, appreciate y'all for all the hard work and the effort y'all put in. Thank y'all. I'll be right back. Peace. Yeah. I'm back, guys. So right now, look like 64 still hold up as resistance. Look like we still holding up. Mike. Mike. We still holding up, boss. Golden. You trading right now, boss? So right now, we're still holding up at somewhat. We got that 9 MA. We need to crack that 9 MA back down. That's the only way. See, that 9 MA is what's holding SPY up at this time. We got to crack that 9 MA. 9 MA is holding that bad boy. That's what's holding it up right now.
Golden Packito 187 says, "Ye sir."
What you in, Goldie? You on the long side or the short side, boss? Long side or short side? I mean, I'm still holding up. I mean, 9 MA is still holding up pretty well. That's the only indicator this time is holding the market up or holding SPY up.
Packito 187 says,
Oh, okay.
"Trade nasty
Okay.
now since June."
And I want to ask you, Golden, okay, when you trade, and that's for other traders that may want to know. Okay, when you look at certain contracts, do you go like and I know you go out like far out, like as far as your short term, do you go out for like a 0 DTE or do you like do a week out DTE? You know, like a week out where you have a little bit more room. Like, how do you do it? You know, for other traders that may want to know, because I know a lot of traders they get confused on what contracts to choose. Well, you know, with SPY, we always got daily contracts.
Golden Packito 187 says, "I give up option.
That's true.
I lost too much money."
No, that's true. No. That's 110%. And I agree with you on that. You know, with options. The only thing what I like about options, I'm just speaking from my point of view too, and the Golden can agree to that, is those
Says, like
oh
120K.
man, I'm sorry to hear that, boss. Man, I'm glad you're doing better. But what I started to learn to do, guys, you do got opportunities on a 0 DTE. You do at the beginning of the market where especially if you know your ranges. What I started doing was kind of playing the week out contracts to give me a little bit of leverage where I can still use the same contracts throughout the whole entire week, Monday through Friday and so forth. Because that's kind of like what Tesla, all the other blue chip company does. Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Nvidia, Microsoft, they're all week out contracts, Monday through Friday, versus SPY, SPX, which are daily contracts. You could use 0 DTE if you know your prices. But if you don't know your prices, I would consider you using a weekly contract out where you have a little bit of grace period, especially as far as dealing with the, expiration dates and time decay, where you have a little bit more leverage. But 0 DTEs, that's for me. I mean, if you have that skill to do it. But for people that don't know how to handle that, if anything, I would use a week out contract. Because again,
Golden Packito 187 says,
yeah, exactly.
"I
Yeah.
think it's better weekly.
Yeah.
Gives
Yeah.
you more room."
Exactly. Yep. See, my point exactly. Because you gotta think about it too, guys. You may have some days where you have consolidated days where the market doesn't move a lot. Depending on what you're trading. Where again, like Golden was saying, if you have a week out, you'll have a little bit more leverage. You'll have a little bit more breathing room versus having to panic and jump out of a contract and jump into a new contract, jump out of a contract, jump into a new. It's a pain in the ass. I know, and trust me, I've been through it, guys. But yeah, you do better going with a week out contract. That's just the truth. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If you don't have that skill to handle a 0 DTE, so if you don't have that type of skill like Golden and all these other guys, man, use a week out contract where you can pretty much have a little bit of leniency. But yeah, because you don't want to get hit with time decay and especially being stuck in a position where all the market does is consolidate and you're not seeing anything and everything is working against you and not with you. But yeah. So right now, still.
Golden Packito 187 says,
Yeah, and I agree.
0
No,
DTE is killing
I ain't gonna lie. Then that's the God's on truth. What made me start doing that Golden even on SPY was when I was dealing with what stocks I was dealing with. God, I can't think what stocks I was dealing with when I was what made me realize, made me stick to more weekly contracts than daily contracts. I think I want to say it was CRWV. Because I know that was weekly, and I was banking on that because it was a week out. And then guys, like I said, Tesla. If you can't afford Tesla, they got other contracts around it. You got TSLL. That's the long side. If I'm not mistaken, TSLS. That's the short side, and so forth. I think Nvidia's NVDL. That's longs and so forth. But they do got other contracts, guys. Y'all can use. Like around, Nvidia, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, and so forth. But I know for sure Tesla, long side is TSLL for sure. And if SPY's too expensive for you guys, you can use IWM. Kind of like what Tariq uses. You can use IWM, nothing wrong with that either. But push the contracts out a little bit further. Man, give you a little week out where you have a little bit of breathing room where you kind of use the same contracts without having to cancel one, make another one. Cancel one, make another. Cancel one. Because that's a pain in the ass sometimes. And it is. And I had to learn from my experience. And Golden can say the same exact thing. He had hard times with the 0 DTEs. And once he realized to use the week out and 2 weeks out, man, you got so much leverage and you got so much comfortability where you don't have to pressure yourself.
187 says, the way you trade, you need to.
Everybody say that, boss. Everybody say that, bro. You like the fifth person that told me that I need to go in a prop firm, and I ain't gonna lie. And I've been thinking about it. I have to dive into where you now you a part of it. I'm gonna get with you so you can help me with it.
No data to destroy your profit.
Yeah. Now it's 110% right. Now, matter of fact, Golden, I'm gonna get with you, boss, because I do want to get into that. I definitely want to get into it because I know hardware does prop firm. What's up, Hella? What's up, boss? Good morning, man. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Any trades, Hella? Any trades, boss? Now, like I said, now if you are using 0 DTE.
Hella says, looking to short spot.
Yeah. So right now, I mean, I know we still get rejected underneath that pre-market high right here. We still get rejected underneath pre-market highs. So what needs to happen, if you want to see that successful, we need to
tell us something about prop firm, how you get started with it.
Yeah, like I said, Golden. I mean, you can help them out too as well. Because again, I want to. Oh, there go the pullback, guys. There go the candle. Follow back underneath the 9 MA. There you go. Let's see. Can we? What we got left? Oh, we just opened this candle. We need to stay underneath. We need to stay underneath 64. We need to have this candle stay underneath. Get that successful close underneath. We can definitely get that turn. Y'all notice it's starting to cup a little bit. Look at that. Look at that arc. Slow arc. Look at this. You went up. Started to get hammered right here at these tops, guys. It's right here. There go your tops. Right here. Tops, baby. Tops.
I trade NASDAQ and gold mostly.
Yeah, and what's the other one? ES, right? Golden? ES2, right, boss, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, IWM is not bad because I tried it. IWM is pretty decent. But yeah, watch this arc, guys. Look at this. Pre-market tops, we couldn't break. Pre-market tops still holding up as a strong resistance, guys. So we still pulling back. We know this is 5-minute candle, so we got about 4 minutes to the candle closing. So keep it on watch. The main thing you want to see is this candle close on these 64. That's good. And the main thing we need to crack is that 200-day to get that flip back down this way. That'll be even decent, better. Because you want to get back below that 200. You want to get back below the 200 moving average. But right now, you're starting out pretty well. Starting to turn, and that's a good thing. Good sign. Starting to turn a little bit. Pre-market levels couldn't break. Getting weak. So that's a good little turn right here, guys. It almost looks like a little head and shoulders pattern right here. Got a little shoulder, right? What is that? 62?
Queen 39-42 says.
Yeah, me too, Queen. No, get wrong. Me too.
Understand how you can trade NASDAQ. Does it work same like by contract?
Well, go to. That's for you, boss. You can answer that, boss. You got the floor, boss. Go ahead.
I just in.
So I do see a little head and shoulders pattern that could form. Ooh, and get a nice little pullback.
Golden Package 187 says.
Yeah, futures. That's what I wanted to say. Futures. Yeah, futures.
ESNQ, gold, silver.
Yeah. So in other words, Queen, a lot of people prefer futures over like options and whatever. Like a lot of people has transitioned over to futures. They have to transition over to futures. So a lot of people have been telling me about it.
Package 187 says. First, I'm fresh.
All right, guys, right back down to the 20 MA. So right now, you're getting that nice pull back down. Looking good right now as far as the sellers. So there go your indicator. So we got right down to the 200-day moving average. So what needs to happen is we need to crack this bad boy. So we need to go back to the bearish side of this. So right here, that 200-day moving average, we need to go from the bullish side back to the bearish side. So we need to get back underneath. So in other words, we need to get back underneath 662. So we got to get back. So in other words, we got to turn this area back to resistance. So you see this area here? We don't want the buys to bounce. We want those areas. We want those buys to crack back below. So we want to turn it to like a right shoulder. A right shoulder. So we got a left shoulder here. You got a shoulder here. That's at 662. Then you ran on up towards the 665s. Back on down. So what we want to do is turn resistance back into resistance if you're going short. But right now, from these tops back on down, I mean, good. I mean, right now, looking good. You got a nice engulfing red candle. That's nice. Nice red engulfing candle. Couldn't break out that pre-market tops. Right back on down. So that's good. But what's going to add more for my shorts, guys, we need to crack that 200-day moving average. So in other words, like I said, if we could get back underneath 662, that's a wrap.
So for futures contract, how much would be for one contract? Will it be same as one contract 100 stocks? And premium. Golden package 0187 says. MNQ equals $2/point. NQ equals $20/point for each contract.
I think it's what slash NQ. I think to get to that I think it's slash NQ, right? Golden, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go to one of my let me see. Hold on. So guys, look at your puts. So that means that your puts, if you want to get that transition back on the put side.
Golden package 0187 says.
MNQ. Okay.
MNQ is 1/10 of NQ.
Okay, guys, appreciate you, Golden. Thank you so much, boss. Appreciate you for all the insights. Thank you so much, boss. So okay, right here, guys, this is for the puts. This is for the calls, right? So that means that puts need to get back above. We need to get back above that 200. Calls need to get back below 200 because we want them to do the opposite, right? Because again, these two contracts, these two charts do the opposite of one another. So that means as we need to crack below the 200 to get that break above the 200 on your puts, where we get that nice transition back up or back down. So that means that as long as we can crack that 62, we'll fall right back down to the 60s, 58s.
MES equals $5/point and ES equals $50/point.
Man, and again, Golden, thank you so much, boss, for everything, for the incredible insight. Shout out to Golden, man. Shout out to Golden for giving us that information. Appreciate you, boss. With futures, is a certain amount you have to have, if I'm not mistaken, and whether it's a cash count or margin, is a certain amount you have to have, correct?
187 says.
If I'm not mistaken.
It's better to start small with MNQ.
Okay. Let me see. Let me look at the chart real quick. Let me make a duplicate copy. So yeah, watch that 200. See how that 200-day movement is still holding, guys? That means it's still, shorts are still, buys are still holding this level, guys. As long as you stay on top of the 200, we bullish. The only thing that's separating you from bulls and bears is that 200. You stay on top, bullish. Below, bearish. So we need to fall back underneath 62 to get that left shoulder. So I know a lot of people want to short. I know.
Package 0187 says. Prop firm you start eval for less than $100.
Okay. And you said what was MNQ? Let me see real quick. MNQ. Could I see?
Queen 39-42 says.
Wait.
Thank you. We need one lesson for it.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll do what I can. Whenever Golden is ready, I'll set up.
87 says. Reset every month until you pass the eval after no more fee.
Okay, so NQ, Jesus. Golden, this is NQ right here, right now, boss. Correct? This is NQ, correct? The chart NQ, if I'm not mistaken. So right now we are pulling back down NQs. So that is correct. I just want to make sure I'm confirmed on it. Just want to make sure I'm correct on it. I think that is correct. Let me see. Look at it on the NQs.
Golden package 0187.
Okay, thank you so much, boss.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so boss, whenever you're free, Golden, I'll get with you either on Instagram or whatever the case. I'll send you my number. We can talk so you can break down, like
Golden
the future setups and everything.
87 says.
Okay, QQQ. Okay.
Same of
Okay.
QQQ.
So that makes sense. All right, QQQ. All right, so I know QQQs. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Package 0187 says.
ES.
Like ES same of spot.
Okay, gotcha. Ooh, but guys, look at it. Upper shadow. So right now, still looking weak. So yeah, okay, I see the NQs. I see it. Appreciate you, Golden. Thank you so much, boss. Appreciate you. And you can see right now, even on the NQs, you can see right now we follow right back underneath, guys. So that is still looking weak. So let's go to SPY real quick on the put side. All right, so puts look like it's trying to bounce, and it look like calls are going down. So look at your puts. Get that break above. That means sit around 62. 62 could get that, So that means we crack 62. We should break above 62 on
Golden
put.
package 0187 says. But you can trade 23H/day.
Man, appreciate you, Bob, and thank you so much for all the incredible information, man. I thank you for everything. Appreciate you. Because, I didn't know. But I think that I'm so glad that you were here to, to give us that information. Appreciate
Golden
you.
package 0187 says.
Shout out to Golden.
Trade between 5 HPM to 6 HPM.
Appreciate you. Thanks so much to Golden, man. Shout out to Golden, man, for that incredible information. Thank you so much, boss. Like I said, man, everybody got platform. Like I said, man, when it comes to me, man, y'all all got platforms to use. Right now, upper shadow, guys, spy, bam, upper shadow, right below that. So it's starting to get weak, guys. Starting to get weak. Starting to look a little weak. And then right now, your puts are starting to pick up a little bit. Puts are picking up, calls are coming down. Bam. I don't use. Oh.
Prop firm do you use?
I know she's asking. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I was about to jump in and say something. That was you asking, Queen, my bad. So right now, look a little weak. Yep, up a shadow, boom. Right back on down. So we get that crack on these 62, that's going to be even better. Because that's going to create that possible right shoulder. So that we'll see somewhat of a little head and shoulders pattern.
Package 0187 says.
Apex, okay.
Apex, take profit trader and Traedathon.
Yep, we got to crack underneath that too. Man, we got to crack on these 62. And we get that break on these 62, they better be that right, man.
187 says, I use 3 for now. Queen 39-42 says,
No!
I am sorry, Jay.
No. Queen, don't apologize. Anything you need help with, and the people that know it, man, holler at them, please.
Apex, you can have 20 accounts.
Yeah. No. Queen, if you need to ask, go to anything, man. Queen, you have the room. You have the room to ask. Man, no, the floor is yours too. Ask away. Ask away, Queen.
7 says, TPT and Traedathon 5 account maximum.
Ooh, we back underneath 64, Mike. We're still back underneath it, man. Look at that. Indicators are getting weak. Back underneath the 9 MA. And we can crack that 20 MA back on down. Like I said, the main one is the main area is gonna be the 62. 62 is gonna be that main area we need to crack for sure. 62 is gonna give us that right shoulder. Because you got left here, head here. And if we can start to fall back down this way, 62s, oh yeah, more downside is coming because that's going to create that downtrend. From this level here, we can create somewhat of a downtrend going like this, for example, guys. If we can stay like this, we create a downtrend for the rest, for the rest of the other half of the market. Something like this. We can create something like this. So right now, it's still looking weak. Looking a little weak. I do see a bear flag still. I still see a bear flag. Mike, what you think, boss? What you think, man? Can we start to get that fade? Can we get that fade back on down? Underneath 64s, back down to the 62s. I mean, right now, it looks like it's starting to get a cup right now. A little bit of a cup. So, I mean, it's looking like it. Man, if I would have had those lows at 9 cents, damn, I would have had 4 or 5 contracts. I'd have been. I had to readjust my contracts. Wait, what contracts I had before? Was it, wait, let me go to 57? I think it was 57 I think I had before. I think that's what I had. Yeah, because the bottom, okay, so the bottom's 50, so from 64s down to 57. From 64 down, back down to them lows. We get this dump back down this way. That should start the ball rocking and rolling. Let me see what I can do. I'm gonna try. Cause like I said, we can start get that tumble back down this way. 60s down to the 58s. That'll put us back down to that level. Cause we do have a bear flag pattern. And remember that level I was talking to you guys about on the 12-hour chart time frame? We still hold underneath it. Look, I'll go to it. Look right here. Jackie, where you at? I know you in there, Queen. Jackie, where you at? I know she in here. I know she watching. Get your little self in here. Get your talk on. I know you in here too. See, look right here, guys. Look. Old support can turn into possible resist. What? Come on, baby. Oh, I let a bug in here. My bad. But yeah, look, guys. What was old support can now turn into new resistance, and we got a possible bear flag. So underneath that same exact price point, guys. So instead of acting as support, it can act as resistance back on down. Let's see. I want to see, man. I want to see, because I want to make sure I'm doing this right, man. I want to do this right, man. We can start to tumble back down this way, create almost like a head and shoulders pattern. Golden, what you think, boss? What you think? Because I can see it. I want to see, can we perform? Can we actually? Because like I said, back on these 62, I can definitely see that dump back down to the 60s, even back down to the 50s. What you think? I mean, you think? What you think? What you think? Cause I that's what I believe. From 64s back down to the 62s, and just start to get that little that trickle back on down. So you fall from these indicators back down to that VWAP. See, that's what I'm thinking.
39-42 says. Okay, one more question is I understand right. If MNQ
This is my
makes
thought
$1
process.
in the trade direction, we make $2 per $1 move.
Yeah, and then like I said, like I said, Queen, if you're dealing with SPY, I mean, all you gotta do is just know your numbers. I mean, pretty much know your numbers. I mean, like okay, like this morning. I don't know if y'all. I don't even. Well, you're not part of that Discord I'm with.
187 says. I think it will chop around here until NVDA.
NVDA earns tomorrow. You're right. You're right. NVDA. I almost forgot about NVDA. You so right. NVDA earnings is coming out tomorrow. You're 110% correct. I forgot about that. I forgot about it that quick. Let me see. NVDA. Where we at right now?
Golden Package 0187 says. Yes, exactly.
Yep. Yep. So far, NVDA is on an uptrend. What is this? 84, 184. Matter of fact, let me look at the 12-hour chart on NVDA. Let me take a look at this real quick, guys. Let me see something. Oh, matter of fact, I got a chart right here. I'm sorry. I got a chart right here. Hold up. Bam. Bam. All right. NVDA. Where you at? Where you at, NVDA? Okay, so where we at right now? NVDA is down here, guys. Right here. So, oh, damn. We didn't crack that. Ooh.
Says,
huh.
What up, my G? Golden Package.
What's up, NS?
Says, the move of the day is already done.
Yeah, so look like we did. Yeah, look like when it fell back underneath 185. Yeah, so yeah, look like we could see. Yeah, underneath 185, we could pull back down because we didn't crack the trend line on it. So let me confirm that real quick. Hold on, guys. Let me confirm that real quick. So right now, I mean, SPY's still turning. SPY's still turning down. All right, let me see something. Let me use NVDA real quick on this side. Hold up.
Queen 39-42 says, 1 point is $1 move. If we buy one contract and if it moves $1, we make $100 per contract.
Yeah, and like I said, Queen, it all depends on how you go about the contracts. Okay, like I said, with me, I use the 10-cent method. So, okay, for example, if I always use between like 4 to 5 contracts, so that's like 400 to 500 shares, right? So that means that off of those contracts, like say if it's okay, you use 4 contracts. So that means every 10 cents you go up, you're making $40. Every 10 cents below, you're going below 40. 40 up, 40 down. Same thing with 500 contracts. 10 cents, 50. Additional 10 cents, 100. So you're going by fives, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, so forth. So forth. But like I said, if you understand your numbers and you understand the range, that's another way to do it.
Yes. 2 MNQ for $20 move equals $80 profit.
All right, so right now we underneath the 200-day. I mean, we underneath the trend line. So we underneath the trend line on Nvidia. So that means you underneath 185.
187 says, but it moved fast.
Yeah, well, that's why I tell people to understand the price points first and foremost, where it can psychologically push up to golden, or levels that you can pull down to. So that's why I always tell them to focus on the psychological point, price points. Like yesterday, guys, remember yesterday I told you, right? What level did I told y'all yesterday? I said, watch for it, because remember I got on my live stream early.
187 says, you can add to your position.
Yeah, true. But I see me, I go for psychological levels. Like, okay, yesterday in my live, what did I tell you guys? The level that I said to watch out for, that was 673.50, right? I said 673.50, we'll pull back down to 673, 672.50. 670, 672 and 7. Remember, we started talking from the top to the bottom. Remember, I talked to you guys because remember I came on my live stream early. Remember, I came on at 9 o'clock. And you remember when we had those tops, I said 673s. And you remember I talked to you guys all the way back on down to the low areas. Remember, we did that, right? So, in other words, if you know the psychological levels, all you do is set your strike price for the areas that we can pull back down to. That's pretty much it. And it depends on what is your profit taking either on the daily basis or on a weekly basis. Again, if your goal on a weekly basis is to make, let's just say $50 a day, then if you're going with 5 contracts, all you need is 10 cents. So that means 5 contracts. You get in with 5 contracts. It goes from whatever price you at, 10 cents up.
87 says, EX, 2 NQ for $20 movie.
Yeah.
$400.
Gotcha, boss. Appreciate you. You see these bottoms on the video? Okay, so the lows we had was 178. We got that nice push on up. Then we came right back on down. 182s, 182. So right now we're holding 182s to 185s. We're kind of like in this little range of 182, 185. So right now that's what NVIDIA is doing at this time. So right now you're in the range of 182, 185. Now if they can get a break back above 185, then yes, you do have room to push back up to the upside. That's going to be close towards that 190, because that means you'll be breaking right back above the trend line, which is 185, and you start that reversal back up, and that'll push you back up towards your 20 EMA, which is around 190. So you can do that too.
Sorry, $800.
So yeah. So look at your bottoms, guys. Look at your lower shadows. The bodies of the candles have held 182, right back up right now between 182 185. So again, if you can break 185, you do have room to push up towards that 9 EMA, up towards that 20 EMA, which is at 190. So look at your lower shadows and look at the opportunities you have to go back up towards the upside. That's how you have to think about it. It's psychological plays, guys. Psychological. So think about it. You came all the way back down to these bodies of 182, and then you went right back up to the 50 SMA indicator, then a 9, then 20, and went on up. But you notice the transition. Same thing here. You came on down, 185, went right back up towards the what? 9 MA. Came all the way back down, 182. You bounced off of the 200-day moving average with room to go. Okay, think about a gap fill. Think about a gap fill. So you're going from the 200-day moving average, which is this gray line, up to the blue line, which is your 9 MA. So that's your space. From these bottoms that held to these tops that's holding as resistance as well. So that means that if you catch these bottoms, you have room to push back up, make a little bit of profit on the upside. Now y'all get it. That's it. That's it. Pretty much it. You're just playing the gap fills. Playing the gap fills, play the psychological levels.
187 says, MNQ contract equals $0.50 each and NQ equals $5 each.
Yeah, okay, so like SPX then. Like SPX. Because SPX moved by 5. So NQ would be equivalent to SPX in a way. Correct, Golden? Because SPX moves like by $5 increments. 5, 10, 15, 20s, and so forth. So NQ is equivalent to SPX, is what you're saying. I think that's what you're saying. I mean, that's how it's coming off to me. Am I right or am I wrong? I mean, you go at it. You the expert. I'm just asking, boss. I'm just asking. So is that right? The NQs is equivalent to the SPX? $5 increments?
Golden Package 0187 says, SPX same of ES/SPY.
No. I know that. No. But I'm talking about the movement. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But just like you were saying, NQ is $5 each. So, but you know how SPX moving $5 increments as well, right? So SPX moves by like 5, 10s, 15, 20. Like if you get in at like say for instance 25 cents, then you'll go up to 20 cents. I'm sorry, 25, then 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, in that nature. $5, 5-cent increments in a way. We say $5 each though. Say $5 each. Still getting that tumble back on down. Tumble back on down, guys. Look, still. Come on, baby. Get this dump back down. We can do this gap fill from here to here. I want that gap fill. I mean, I could do it. I mean, what time it is right now? 2 o'clock. I could do a small. Let me see. If we could get this crack underneath this 20, I could do a small position back down towards this 50. Back down this way. I mean, I could go in with like a small. I want to do it. I want to really do it. Cause I want to see, can we crack the 20 back down this way? I want to. Let me see. Let's see. Freak.
Queen 39-42 says.
Nah. Shout out to Golden.
Thank you so much for sharing the knowledge.
Shout out to Golden. Nah. Shout out to Golden. Shout out to Golden for the for the information.
Golden Package 0187 says. It moved every 25 cents.
Watch. Let me pull up an SPX real quick. I know we still putting back, guys. Let me pull up SPX. I'm gonna show them what I'm talking about. Let me see. Because normally SPX move by $5, like $5 increments, something like that. I think. Let me go to one of the contracts real quick. Let me pick one. Like we're on the downside right now. Let me try to find one real quick. Well, like it moves by 5. Yep. See, moves by 5. Look. So. Oh wait. Anyway, I'm trying to get in no trade. I'm trying to move my chart up. Don't try to put me in no trades right now. All right, look. See what I mean? Like, look right here. Now you see what I mean? Golden, look. $5 increments. $5 increments. Yeah, look. 5, 10, 50. See what I mean? Look. That's what I meant. SPX. It moves by 5, and I say 5 cents. I'm sorry, 5 cents. $5 increments. I'm so sorry. Golden. $5 increments. I apologize. $5 increments. So yeah, 55, 60, 65. So it moved by. You see, but you see what I mean? Yeah. So, but you see what I mean by move by 5 cents, $5 increments. But you see what I'm getting at. You see what I'm getting at with that. That's what I'm talking about. NQ. It kind of moves in the same equivalent.
187 says, I can give you code to have discount.
Man, appreciate you, boss. Man, thank you so much for that. Appreciate you.
Queen 39-42 says,
yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah, feel free to share it, boss. Feel free to share it. Platform is yours, man. Again, Golden, thank you so much for everything, man. Oh, we bounced right back up. Oh, this little area gonna be a little tough. Come on, man. Let's see. Buyers they desperately trying to stay on top of that 64. Definitely trying to stay on top of 64. They fighting to stay on top of that one. Boy, they fighting. Boy, that little bounce came out of nowhere. That's why I told y'all, man. That's why I said we need to stay on these 62. See, as long as that 200-day moving average stays in play on the bullish side, they're going to try to take advantage of it. That's why I say we need a 62. Let's see. Ugh, this little area going to be a little chop. I see what they're doing. It's going to be chop right here. It's going to be a lot of back and forth. But nah, Golden, yeah, feel free to share whatever you can, boss. Appreciate you for everything, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, that choppiness, man. Here we go, falling right back underneath. Let's see what we get. Cause I see right now they trying to, and again I agree with go to Paquito. They trying to hold a range before the Nvidia earnings come out. So they're trying to hold a range. You can clearly see what they're trying to do. So these tops we haven't broke out. These bottoms we haven't cracked. So they look like trying to hold a range right here, around 62 towards that 65ish level. So they look like trying to hold a range. They're trying to hold a range. So let's just cut out the middlemans right now, guys. Let's not even worry about this yet. We'll just focus on the range that we in right now. We'll just focus on this particular range right here to here. Where's it at? Where my line went?
Jtraedz says,
like right slim.
For NVDA is not today, is it?
Nah, tomorrow. Earnings is coming out tomorrow for NVDA. Tomorrow's and I'll bring it up real quick, Queen. Yeah, tomorrow is the earnings. Let me go to my whatchamacallit real quick. Hold on. For my earnings. Oh, let me Yep, I'm putting it right back on down. Let's see. Yep, Nvidia's tomorrow. So let me yep, tomorrow. Right here, Queen. Yep, tomorrow. After the close, Nvidia. So that'd be tomorrow. Yep. Yeah, they trying to stay within a range. I can see what they're trying to do right now. I can see seriously what they're trying to do. They're trying to hold us right here in this little range. So it's kind of like back and forth. I see what they're doing, but I'm still leaning toward the downside. I'm just gonna be honest. I still lean toward the downside. I still think downside is coming. I'm gonna see. I still think we leaning toward the downside. Cause I want to see that pullback. I know it's coming, man. I still think some weakness. I'm just gonna speak on what I feel. You know, I still think downside is coming. Cause I don't want to go back and forth. I still think downside is coming. Bump that. I want to stick to what I believe.
Yeah, I want to see 660.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So hella high. What we need to do is crack back below 662. Because you can see right here, we need to crack back below this old resistance level. That's 662. Because that'll give you somewhat of a head and shoulders pattern. Because you have a shoulder here, 662. Then you have the head way up here, 664 to 665. So we can fall back underneath 662. That'll be the right shoulder. And also, that'll give us that continuation downtrend. So I still believe that we can get some downside coming. We'll get some more pullback coming. I still believe it, man. I don't want to veer away from my thought process. I still think we can get it. I'm just gonna be honest. I want to be 110% honest with you guys. I'm still aiming toward the downside. That's just me. That's just me personally. Well, I think we can fall back down this way. I do. Look. Let's see. Oh, I knew I should have jumped in when I hit them top. I still think that bad boy, because the main thing that, like I said, guys, we need to crack is this 200-day moving average. See, that's what's holding it. Your 200-day moving average. Now, we can fall back below it. We'll go from bullish back to bearishness. Because you see, every time you hit around that 200 on the bearish side, you pull back. Around that 200, you pull back. So that's why we need to fall back underneath 62, because that's going to put us back underneath that 200-day moving average. That'll stop the buyers from having a floor. That's going to prevent them from having a floor. We want to transition back down now. So if we already had these tops, we want to transition back down. So we want to fall back underneath all these key levels, especially 662, because that'll put you underneath the 200. That'll put you back underneath the open, where we get that nice sell-off. And look at the indicators. Indicators, you falling back underneath the 9, you fall back underneath the 20. Where that bad boy can fall back down from those indicators back down to that 50. Come on, man. I still think it can fall back. It's just me. I still think that bad boy can fall back down, man. It's just me. I still think so. We can get that tumble back down towards these indicators, back down to this indicator. That's gonna be underneath 62. I still think so. I still believe so, man. I think deep in my heart we can still get that pullback down. I know right now it's just choppy, because we're still in this stupid range. We're still in this little range. Back and forth, because you still have yet to break out. You still have yet to crack. So you know what the buyers are sitting at these bottoms, sellers are sitting at these tops. So it's just back and forth. So you're in a range. You're in a range right now. In a stupid range. But that's the areas you want to avoid. You want to avoid ranges, man. But that's why I post my lines, so you can kind of see the ranges to kind of avoid, taking certain bad moves. So bottoms right here holding. You can see right here my white line is. Bottoms are holding. You have these tops where their tops are holding. But I still think it's some downside coming. It's just me. I still think downside. I want to see it though. I gotta see it. Because I want to make sure. I want to see if I'm right. Because I want to get out of this choppy bull crap. So like I said, to me that's gonna lead the charge on the downside is that crack underneath that 62. I'm telling you, 662 is gonna be that level. Because right here, you can see right here, the open, 662. Shoulder, 662. So that's why we need to fall back underneath right here.
Dollar, you should come here at 6:30 a.m. Better trading time now is chop.
Yeah. I mean, right now it's chop. Yeah, but I definitely still think it's more downside coming. I still think it's downside coming. Now to be honest, I still think it's gonna some pullback coming. I'm just gonna be honest. I still think we can pull back down. I'm still gonna stick to my guns. I still think we can see some weakness pulling. Cause you gotta keep in mind. Remember, the new 1 o'clock candle on your spot opened underneath that 664. So I think that's gonna be temporary, and I think we're gonna get that dump. I think that dump coming.
Dollars buy how low?
Back down. Where we at right now? Yeah, back down to the 660s for sure. 660s, and then your low area is gonna be around 657, 656. Back down to these levels here from this morning. See, look. See what I mean? And then lows down here towards 657 to 666. Well, I feel like we can dump back down this way. I still feel we can dump back down this way. Like, I still feel it. Like, we're going to start to tumble back down this way, man. Once we start to crack, like I said, the main key area is 662. Because that's going to take you back underneath that 200-day moving average. That's the main thing. And the open. See, that's the main thing that's going to get you back, like, get you some more downside. I still believe in my heart of hearts. I'm just being honest. I still believe in my heart of hearts. Like, that's where it's sitting at. I'm like, should I just take a small risk on it? I mean, if I go in with a small contract, I can only risk $9. But I still think that we can pull back down. What time it is? 28. I know we got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left because we need to crack back here. That's the area I want to see that nice pullback. Get out of this range and start to yank them. Because I still think I still think that we got room. I still think we got room to fall back down to the downside. I believe in myself. I think so. I believe so. Right down, test to the 200. Right here. There we go. Put it back. See what I mean? You know what? Funk it. I'm going to do it. Let me see if it's going to grab my order. Damn, I think I missed it. Shit. I think I missed it. I think I missed it. Oh, I missed it. I think I may have missed it. God dog it. Because I know we testing the 200 right here. Testing 200. So the goal is to crack below 200 back down this way. Where you can, proceed on this downtrend setup. So you done ran on up. Ran right on up towards 64, 65. We couldn't break the pre-market tops. But that possible move right back on down. Because you already lost the 90 MA. You lost the 20 MA. See that? Indicated you back underneath with room to fill the gap fill down towards the 50 SMA. Which would be below what? 62. So I still believe in my heart of hearts we can do it. After we get through the choppiness, I still believe that we can do it. Let me see. I believe that we can do it, man. Because I still think it was still weak. I still think we can see some pullback. Pullback coming before the bounce. True bounce. I think so. Again, that's just my opinion. I mean, everybody else's opinion is different. If y'all opinion is different, cool. That's just me personally thinking that we can pull back this way. I'm just gonna be honest, man. I'm just gonna be a real child. I'm gonna be 110% real child. I think that pullback coming. I think it's coming. The rest of that pullback is coming. I'm trying to get the best areas possible, man. I'm trying, man, because I want to, because I can only risk a small amount, man. So I wouldn't mind a little bounce back on up real quick, and then trap them and come back down. I would so. So let's see. Can we get a little quick bounce? Trap those buys back down? Let's see. Let me see what we get. That's just my theory, man. I just feel like we're going to go down lower. I just feel like we're going to do it. I can't say what time, but I just feel in my heart of hearts that we're going to do it. It's going to do it, man. If I got to put in a small position, I'll do a small one. I mean, a small risk just to test it. Because I want to see a quick little bounce back up real quick. Like real quick before the dump. To get some low areas on my, I'm going to do it. Funk it. Alright, I'm going to just do a small position. I'm going to just do a small, like I said, I can only risk $8 right now. I'm just doing something small just to test it. I mean, I just want to see. Because I know right now it's a danger. I mean, I know it's very, very tricky. I just want to see. Like I said, the only thing I can risk is $8, man. I mean, the only thing I can risk is 8 shit. I mean, hell. I just want to see, man. I was trying to get it as low as possible. I wanted to get that little bounce and then that little dump back. Little pullback real quick. I'm just testing it. So I went in with small positions. Small position. I just want to see. I want to see what's going to happen. I still think we're going to get some pullback, though. That's just my theory. I just think we're going to pull back. That's just me. I just think we're going to pull back even lower. It's just the feeling I have, man. I just feel like we're going to pull back underneath that 62, back down this way. It's just me. See? You see? Let's see, man. Let's see, man. What do I get, man? Let's see what I get. It's just me. It's just me. It's just me. It's just my feelings. I just tell this gut feeling. We gonna pull back. You should be sure. What you mean? But it's not a but you gotta understand. No, Nadia. You gotta understand. Yes, I can lead to give my opinion, but you have to understand at the same time, Nadia. I don't control the market, cause you gotta think about all these other people. Like what Golden just said. Let me break it down. Let me show you on why my opinion does not give a S about what other people think. Let me show you why. I'm just being 110% honest, cause our opinion is a small window. And what I told you. Shoot. Alright, let me go to the lesson. Let me go to the lesson real quick. Hold on. I freaking know it.
$5 to 600.
Don't ever doubt me, man. Don't you dare doubt me. Don't y'all ever doubt me. Let's see if we're gonna get it though. We gotta get it underneath 62 though. 62 is gonna be that definite. Alright, look, this is why, Nadia. All jokes aside. Okay, this is why my opinion, whatever, I mean, I have a small say-so, say-so. So, okay, for us, we are retail sellers. So that means, again, we have 3 players of the market, right? We are the retail sellers. That's us. Which is why I said we have a small opinion versus medium-sized players, which is prop firms that shout out to Golden Paquito talked about. Prop firms, 50 million to 100 million, right? versus on what we have. That don't mean, that's just pocket change to them. And then the bigger fish is going to be the bigger players, which trades in the billions. We're here, right? Versus these people that have way bigger leverage. That's why I say my opinion it really doesn't matter. I can give off the pattern, but you know, due to my account size versus these prop firms and billionaires, my opinion don't mean shit. So that's why. But right now, it is doing it. Was I right? Was I right? Was I right? Let's see. 200-day moving average. We need to crack it underneath 62. Where we at? I know we at 62 right now. Let's see. Could they be sharing the same brain? Could they share the same thought process with me? I'm talking about the millionaires, billionaire traders. Could they share the same thought process with me? Could they confirm? Okay, right now we underneath. We gap down underneath. So you got the 9 MA, 20 MA working against you. So that means you got a possible gap fill back down this way. So right now, could I be right? Could I be right? Could I be right? Nadia, let's see. Not so far. I called it. I mean, me and Mike, shout out to Mike, because he did say 64, and I told you guys 64 was gonna be a tough area. I told you guys this. So let's see, can we get the pullback to the area that we talked about though? That's the $1 million question. So I know. Okay, so Nadia, what we want to see, if we wanted to go our way, we want to pull back down to 660. I'm sorry. 662, back down to 660. From that level, we want to pull. That means that's gonna pull us back down to the VWAP, right? That's gonna pull it back down this way. From that level, we want to fall back down to the 660, 667 is back down. We're gonna pretty much put back down to these lows here, pretty much. So you want to come from this back all the way down to here. So that's the goal. See, right now they fighting it. Ugh. But they all fighting this trend line too. This trend line is still holding, man. I want to see if I'm right, man. I want to see if I'm right. Could I be right? Could I be right, team? We're gonna see. It's a battle right now. I'm gonna see, man. But I love doing this with you guys, man. I fucking curse. I just love it, man. I love this so much with y'all, man. Cause y'all give me the hypeness, man. I love it. I just want to see, can we get it? Because I told you the main thing that we need to break above is that 200. I told you 200 is going to be very powerful. That indicator alone is going to be very powerful. Like I said, above it is bullish, below is bearish. That's why I said we need to crack underneath it. In other words, we need to fall back underneath 662. Because if we crack back underneath 62, that's going to pull us back underneath that strong-ass indicator. That's the only thing that's in that way. It's that strong indicator. It's that 200-day moving average. That's why I was trying to see, can we get it, man? Can we get it? Damn, 200 moving average. Oh, and another thing too, Nadia, if you look on my 30-minute time frame, you got somewhat of a bull flag pattern too. Look on my 30-minute. That's SPY. This is the SPY 30-minute. SPY on the 30-minute, you got a bull flag pattern right at that same key level that we bouncing at. So you got to keep in mind. I look at every time frame as much as possible to try to get an idea. So that's why I look at it every time frame possible. Just try to get it. Look, and boom, you squeeze it back up due to this damn bull flag pattern. See? Right off that 200-day moving average on the 5. See? I took a small scalp. It was a small scalp, though. But I took it. I don't care. I took it. I did it. I did it. I was in and out. I wasn't going to hold no damn bags. In and out that bad boy. Bump that crap. So, 30 minutes, you got a bull flag pattern. 5 minutes, you're holding above that 200-day moving average, which is all still representing bullishness. 30, bullish. 5 minute, bullish. Still holding above it. So that's why I said we needed 662. We needed that. I still got an upper shadow. Let's see. I don't care about all the upper shadow shit. I don't care about it. The main price point is 662. Bump all that. Let me move all the clutter out of the way for you guys so y'all don't be confused. For the shorts, 662 is the level we need. Point blank. 662. That's what we need. 662. Because on the 5 minute, you have somewhat of a little inverted, of a head and shoulders pattern right back underneath, because that'll give you your right shoulder underneath 662. But what's stopping it and preventing it is this damn 200-day moving average, which is going to hold up pretty strong. So that's why I said it. That's why we needed 662, because that was going to put us back underneath it. That's why I got in and out. I'm like, as long as we ain't cracking it, nope. I got in and out of that move quick. Bump that crap. I wasn't taking no risk. As long as that 200 holds, nope. I'm not going against the grain. Can't do it. And like I said, 30-minute time frame, you got a bull flag pattern. So I can't go against the grain. I can't do it. I was trying. So why you gotta take your time frames and utilize it the best that you can. So what you can't see on the 5, see if you can see something on the 30. Right here, the only thing we can see on the 5 minutes that we hold above the 200 moving average. 30-minute, we can clearly see a bull flag pattern. So nope. Couldn't do it. Damn, boy, I was trying, guys. I was really trying. I was trying for it. It's just that 62, we just couldn't get that crack. We couldn't get that crack below that 200-day moving average. We couldn't get it. So that's why I got in and out. I wouldn't hold no damn bag. Nope. In and out with the quickness. Now we move back to the upside. I can still play the upside. So that means that we break above 64, the 64, 65 level, that we still have room to go back to 68. I can now transition over to a call side. So I can still work it in my favor. I can do whatever the hell I want to do. So I still got my contract set for the upside. So don't count me out. So I can still play both sides of the fence. Don't count me out. I can still jump in on the call side. Back up. We break above that key level. What's the next level they trying to move up to? 68. Why is that important? Because if you go back to yesterday's level, what was that level that we bounced? See right here? Let me take the downtrend off. Watch. Take this level off. Remember, this is the pre-market highs from today. So we break above pre-market. You gotta keep in mind, we're above that 200-day moving average. Remember that. When you went underneath it, yes, you got downside because you were in the bearish territory. But now, we're above the 200, now in the bullish territory. So that means that we get that break above that pre-market level around 65. What room do we have to possibly push up to? Right around 667.50 up to 668. Why? Because that was the level they held up as strong support yesterday. Bounce, right? So from that level to that level, you have room to push up. So that means that I can still go on a call from here to here. But you see how I figure out these little ranges real quick? See how I figure them out real quick? By just taking my days and put them together. So yesterday's bottoms could be today's tops. Because you're underneath that strong support. Now strong resistance, which we could pull up to that bad boy like a magnet. So, we'll see. We'll see. So now I can possibly switch over to a call. So I'm going to have to keep my eyes peeled to see can we break out first. Let's see can we break above it. So I can play both sides of the fence real quick. So I'm watching this level still, pre-market level. So all I'm doing is trying to see, because now we're on the 5 minute, we have a bull flag pattern. We got an engulfing green candle. So that's still setting up for a bull flag. So not only can we see it on the 30 minute, now you can finally see it on the 5 minute. So throughout all the choppiness, now you got one engulfing green candle holding up pretty strong. So that looks like a bull flag pattern. So I'm not going against the grain if that's holding. So which is showing way more buying strength than selling strength. So look at that big green engulfing green candle. So that's showing that the strength of buyers right now. So I'm not going against it right now. So right now, strong green candle followed by this little possible bottom for the possible second leg up. So you got one leg here, consolidation for the possible second leg up. So let's see. Let's see if we get it. So now we are back above that level we talked about, 64. You remember that was off the 12-hour time frame. 12-hour time frame that we talked about. We need to get above that. Now we above it, right? We turning old. Now we turning resistance back to support. So let's go to the 12-hour to show y'all the confirmation, right? Let's see. Let's see what we get. All I'm doing is watching every frame, every level possible. Let's see. All I'm doing now is watching this level here. See, 12-hour time frame. See, last time we had that level, ran on up. That was last Friday. Friday before last, same key level, ran on up. All I'm doing is watching this key level. So if those buys can hold 64, yes, you do have room to push up towards that 9 EMA. That's gonna put you towards 67.30 up to 68, right? Because remember, you have room to pull up to those indicators like a magnet. Because right now you're overextended on the downside. So you're pretty much like in an oversold position that has room to go back up. So if those buys hold, we do have room to go back to the upside. Now, I'm not saying we're going to break out and go crazy. No, I'm saying that we have room to go back to these levels, which I could catch a nice little move up and take profits. So, that's all I'm saying. Don't shoot the messenger. So, 5 minute time frame, you got a bull flag pattern. You already got a bull flag pattern set on your 30 minute. You're above the 50 SMA. All right, cool. So that means once you get above 65, you do have room to push up towards the levels of 68 to 70. See that? See how they all coming in together almost at the same time? Kind of working in sync. You're above all indicators on your 5. You're above all indicators on your 30. Bull flag pattern on your 5. Bull flag pattern on your 30. So all we need to do is break above this level. So I'm just keeping this on watch to see, can we break out? See if we can go for this breakout pattern. If we can break out, we know how far we can run up. 60 towards 68 level. All I'm doing is keeping this on watch, because you gotta keep in mind, we're still in this range. Range is still holding. Still got these tops, we still got these bottoms. Now, the reason why I jumped out, because that level didn't crack. So I said, hell no. So that level is still pretty much valid as far as on the buying side to push right back on up. So you notice back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So right now, pulling back down, pulling back down. Let's see. Let's see. So the pre-market tops still holding. Pre-market tops still holding again. Let's see. But I made a quick in and out move. So I knew better than to hold a short right here. Hell to the no. Especially at that 200-day moving average is still holding. Oh no. I knew that level's held. I got in and out. Bump that. Because that's pretty much a strong risk right here. Taking right here. Because these strong areas, you got to think about it on the bullish side. Where buyers can step back in and bounce. Buyers can step back in and bounce. The fact is we didn't get that crack back below 62 that I kept mentioning. Nope. I wasn't holding it. You got your mind. No. So after this little pullback, caught that, jumped out. Nope. All I do is play the rotation right back down to these bottoms. Negative. So I knew how to read that real quick. I knew how to read the rotations real quick on that. So I knew exactly what buyers are sitting at, and I knew exactly what sellers are sitting at. All I do is play within that range. So we want to see more upside. We know we need to break what? Out of this range. Because that's where your sellers are sitting at. They're trying to prevent buyers from breaking out. Because every time you run up, you get rejected. Every time you run up, you get rejected. Vice versa. Every time you pull back down, you bounce. Every time you pull back down, you bounce. And what made me jump out? The fact is we still holding that 200-day moving average. And I know how strong that indicator is. So hell no. So I wasn't going to hold it. I made a little small profit, got in and got out. And now I'm switching my thought process over. Because now, after jumping out of my puts, now I can look at calls still holding because we're above all indicators. We have now somewhat of a bull flag pattern on the 5. We have a bull flag pattern somewhat on the 30-minute time frame. That can lead to more upside. So now I have to switch my process over. So what am I doing now? Waiting on this breakout pattern to see can we break above this pre-market level finally, and we can turn some resistance to support to get that possible continuation up to 66 to 68. Basically back up to the old levels from yesterday. Put us back in this range, back here. So we can break above that level, 64. Then we know the level they can run up to is 68 because that's the strong support line. So you can see right here, you came down to 68, you bounce. 68, you bounce. So that means what was strong support going this way can now be possible strong resistance. So I know, in other words, again, if we think about it psychologically, we know how much room we can run up to. So I have to switch my thought process from a put standpoint to a possible call standpoint. So that means that now that I see a bull flag pattern on here on the 5 and I see a bull flag pattern on the 30, that means that once we break above that pre-market level, we can run up towards possible areas of 66 to 68. So I have to switch my thought process. We see how quickly I did it though, right? I got out of my puts real quick. Once we hit that 200-day, we ain't cracked. I got out real quick. And instead of holding the bag and hoping and wishing, I know how to respect my indicators and on how powerful those indicators work. Nope. Once he got down here, I got my ass out. Now switching over because now that we're going from the bearish side of that 200 now to the bullish side of that 200, now I got to think on the call side. I got to think long instead of short. So we break this level, 66 to 68. So now you got to think long buys. But you see how quickly I switched it? My thought process real quick. Because I got the confirmation that I needed. So now, I had to think on the long side to see now because buyers are stepping back in. Indicators are all holding up. Now, once you break out of this psychological level here or this pre-market level here, how much room you have to run up to the upside. Because think about it. Now that you're above all indicators, what else do you have to hold you back from other than the natural areas themselves? Think about it. There's no indicators to hold you back. So, on a 30-minute or the 5-minute, think about it. You're above all indicators on the 5. You're above all indicators on your 30. It's nothing else to hold you back than natural numbers themselves, right? So all I'm doing is watching these levels. So right here, you're getting hammered. You're fighting right where? Pre-market levels. That's a natural number. Natural number. Because there's no indicators to hold you down at this moment other than natural resistance and natural supports themselves. Why is this level having trouble? That's your pre-market highs from this morning. Pre-market, 6481, 6481, 6481, 6481, 6481, 6481, back and forth, back and forth. But at the same time, I'm noticing what it's doing here is building a like if you take these two indicators, the 9 and the 20, it's trying to create an uptrend. See, I watch every freaking thing in sight to try to figure out, okay, what, like how to understand the market in intraday time. So right now we're above the 20. Right now we're above the 9. The 9 and 20 is still slowly trying to creep its way up. So it's slowly trying to create some type of a ascending triangle pattern, because those are your leading indicators versus a 200-day, 50-day. 50 and 200 normally are the ones that needs to stay below you. The ones that needs to stay up is the 20 EMA and the 9 EMA, because those are exponential moving averages. So we already back above the VWAP. We already back above your 50. We're already back above the 200. Your anchors, your strong indicators. So now what do you have left? Your exponential moving average. So now you have the 20 EMA and your 9 EMA, which is right back into its rightful position. So that means now the market is going to pretty much fall off of that 9 EMA now that it's back to leader, trying to create some little short squeezes. So if you notice that 9 EMA now is moving up towards that 63, 94, 64 level right here. You notice that 9 EMA is slowly creeping up to it, almost creating like a wedge. So what that means that buyers going to take the opportunity to see right here. They're going to try to take the opportunity to use that as support now instead of resistance, because you're on top of it, to try to push up. See that? And look what it's doing. Look at the 9 EMA being back to leader. Now turning these areas now to support, trying to squeeze this little happy ass back to the upside. So once you start to understand these little key levels, man, it's funny, but I got so used to that, man. I got so used to understanding how not to get caught in these levels. But keep in mind, we're still in this range. We're still in the range, because you're coming off the bottoms, trying to go back to retest the tops. So we know that we need to break above 64, 60, if you want to round it, 65. We need to break above 65 in order to see those levels here. So we need to break out of this range towards the upside. So all you're doing still is ping-ponging back and forth. But notice the indicators. Those the indicators are trying to hold. But I'm keeping on watch, though. We'll see. See that once I start to look at these detailed areas, though, how not to put myself, jump into the wrong stupid areas and get caught thinking, oh, man, I'm not going to pull. And then go back up. Oh, the market will go back up. Then the yanks. I had to learn from catching ass whippings over and over and over to know what not to freaking do. That's why. So if you notice, start from finish. Remember, we were underneath the 200 this morning. We were underneath the 50, right? We were underneath the VWAP. We were underneath all the indicators. Everything was holding against you like a strong ceiling. Then we wound up getting back on up, right? Got back on top of the VWAP. Now your 9 EMA started to cross back over above the 50, above the 20. Now becoming back the leader. You notice that? You notice the transition on that indicator alone? It got back to its rightful position. So notice the transition happened like right here. VWAP crossover, 50 SMA crossover. All your indicators went right back to the right position. So I know how. Trust me. Once you start to read this very, very carefully, you know how to avoid bullcrap. Yeah, Jingle. I know and the reason why I've been out a lot, and I'll be honest, and I've been talking about a lot of yard work is because you gotta understand, guys, and I told you guys about this, my personal life, that my grandfather passed away, so everything goes to us. Rent houses, everything that he invested into, everything he owns till he passed away. Now it's up to us, it's our responsibility. So yesterday I had to cut a few grasses because my grandmother's by herself. God bless my grandmother, love her to death. She's by herself, so she leans on us to help out. So I'm trying to stay on as long as I can. I know yesterday after I did the grass, she asked me to paint some houses. So she hasn't called me yet. But after cutting all the yards, she do want me to paint some houses. So she hasn't called. So I'm trying to stay on with you guys as long as I can. But I do plan to stay on, every day, go live every day, 1 to 4. But if she calls me, I do have to help my grandmother, man. So I'm just letting you guys know. So that's why I'm trying to just break down these little situations. But keep in mind, guys, we're still in this range, still going back and forth, So we haven't had a successful breakout, nor a successful crack. So it's just back and forth. But I do see a little bit more. I'm going to keep it on watch. I'm going to see where we go, man. I'm going to see. Was I still leaning towards shorts? Yes. yes. Like I said, I still was leaning towards shorts. Do I still want shorts? Yes. Yes, I do. Like I said, that 662, that's that key area for the downside. I'm telling you, once we fall back, I'm telling you, 662 is gonna get that ball rocking and rolling. I'm telling you, man, 662 is what I want. Because that's going to create that second shoulder back down this way. Because again, look right here what happened. 662 was a strong resistance, right? And you got that yank back on down. So what do we need to do? Fall back on underneath what price? 662 to give us that right shoulder. Because we want to turn resistance back into resistance. So that means even if we fall back down this way and bounce back up, we want to turn resistance. We want to turn 662 to support resistance for that move back down. So right now, pulling back. Come on, man. I want 662. Because that's what's going to put that nail in that coffin. That's going to put that nail in that coffin for me. Because I know how much room we could fall back underneath. Like 662, I know levels that we can fall back down this way. 667s, 666, back down to these old lows. But what's holding you up? I mean, like I said, whatever we need to take out, 662. We take that out, I'm telling you, more possible downside is coming. We start to pull back again. Here we go. Let's see. Boy, still showing this weak side. This choppiness is getting on my freaking nerves. So we need to come out of this. Put it like this. We need to just come out of this range. So we definitely need to just yank. We need to jump out of this range. Because it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. See what I mean? Bottom still. Look. Still holding. Bottom still holding. Look at that range. See what I mean? We need to crack it. To give me that 662 satisfaction, we need to crack this range. Get out of this stupid range so we start going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I want 662. I want them to kick them out of this range, back down this way. I want it. Because I know trading ranges is a pain in the ass. Trust me, guys. I know it's a pain. I've been stuck in a few of them. I know how it gets. I know it's a pain. Trust me, I know it's a pain. But that's why we need 662. That's why I want that. I want it. I want that pullback all the way back down underneath that open and get that continuation flush toward the downside. Trust me, I want it. But we have to get the confirmation. I want it as bad as you guys do. Trust me. Trust me. I want it as bad as you guys do. But I can't force it. Because again, you have to keep in mind, even though I have opinions, my opinions doesn't matter to prop firms and to billionaires. They don't give it because they have more leverage. They have more money. Whatever I want don't matter. I can call out as many plays. I mean, I do call out plays, but especially with the 662, if they have enough money to hold, that's up to them. It's not up to me. It's up to these bigger traders. I mean, I have to go with the flow. What I want, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just being 110% honest with you guys. It doesn't matter what I want. Because you got to keep in mind, still above the 200-day moving average. My gray line, still above it. Still have yet to crack it. So that's still considered bullish. It's still bullish. Until we can crack underneath these key levels, the 200 in the open, then we can talk about more downside because now you're crossing over towards the bearish side. But right now, it's bullish. Indicators are still holding up. So I can't. I mean, guys, it's only so much I can do. If I could control the market, I would. But I can't. It's out of my league. So I can only play what I can play. So right now, guys, all you have to do is focus on is the range. And I'm just being honest with you guys. That's all you can do right now is focus on the range. Back and forth until we make a true decision. Whether we're gonna break out, above this 665 up, which if we do break above that key level, you could run up towards, and I'm just being honest with you, you could run up as high as 668. If we crack back on down, we could pull back down to the low 660s, down back into the 650s. But it all depends on what's gonna happen within this range. Which way we're gonna choose.
87 says, I'm leaving no good setup for me. See you soon, Jay. Take care, buddy.
Man, you too, boss. But as I was telling Golden, boss, we're just still in this range, boss. We're just still in this range. And agree. Remember, we said this earlier. You even said this. The shout out to you for calling it out. You said it yourself. You said that we're gonna be in consolidation, which is true. And look at where we at right now. Consolidation. We're really in consolidation right now. We're just going back and forth, guys. So, Don't stress yourself out. So what I'm trying to do right now, guys, is try to relieve you from the stress and overthinking, being emotional. We just in a range, guys. Look right here. We in a range going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So it hasn't made a true decision just yet. It hasn't made a true decision whether it wants to break out or crack back down. So all we have to do is just kind of wait on it. So right here is the pre-market highs from this morning. So if we want upside, we know we need to break above pre-market highs. That's it. But wait on it. Now let's see which way we truly want to go. Just be patient. So, because I don't want you to get caught in this consolidation. I mean, if you fast enough, yes, you can catch the scalps. Scalps from these bottoms to the tops, and from the tops to the bottoms. You can scalp you can take a quick scalp. But if you're looking for a longer trade where you can see more of a profit or hold a little longer, wait for the channel breakout or the channel crack down. Just be patient. And I'm trying to work with you guys to help you out as best as possible, because I don't want you to go through what I went through. Be patient, man. Please. Just be patient to see which way we truly want to go. That's it. We got tops. We know where the sellers is at. We have bottoms. We know where the buys at. Right now, but the only thing that we can go off on that I'm trying to make you see too is the indicators. Your 9 EMA is holding up. Your 20 EMA is holding up. So you already know, as long as that blue indicator is in the lead, that's bullish. That's bullish. You're above the VWAP. You're above the 50. You're above the 200. So the only thing you have now is those exponential moving averages. So your exponential moving average are moving up. That's bullish. You can't go against that. Your 30-minute time frame, you're above all indicators. You have a bull flag pattern setting up. I mean, you have to go with the momentum. You have to understand what the market is doing or what it's trying to tell you. So to me right now, as of now, is as long as we stay above these levels, look right here, look, breaking above. See what I mean? Slowly breaking above the pre-market highs. So that means that we can slowly break above that, hold above that, returning pre-market highs resistance now to possible support. So that means now, instead of being a bull trap, this level can be a bear trap, now trapping bears where you'll get pullback failure. But right now, look where the sellers at. Look. See, sellers are trying to stop buyers from doing what? Breaking out. See how those sellers came in? You got upper shadow. See what sellers are sitting right here. Around that 65-ish level. He's still in this range. Look, see what I mean? But you see how easy it is to read? Just to sit back and just let the market do what it do, guys. Let it do what it do. Let it do what it do. Let it just set up. So if we do break out, we know how much room you have to make up on the upside. So if you don't catch nothing in here and we do break out, guys, you still have room to make money up. From 65 to 68, that's still a $3 move up. Still $3 up. Well, you can still bank on it. So let the market, let it take place. Let it just figure out which way it wants to go. We still got tops right around 65 where your sellers are sitting at, and you still have bottoms right where the buys are sitting at. Let the market tell you what it wants to do, because we want to get a candle to successfully break above it. We want to see, if you notice, look at all the candles right across the board. Have you seen any successful candles break above this price point? No. That means sellers are still protecting this level, because we still haven't got a green candle to successfully close above that price point. So that means that sellers are still protecting it. Vice versa, on the way down. Have you got a successful red candle back down this way? No. That means sellers are protecting that level from buyers. So just wait it out. Just kind of give it some time to see, okay, which way. Even on the downside, we fall back below this way, guys, you still got room to fall back down. You still got a lot of room to make money on the downside. Trust me. Underneath that 62 level, you got so much money to still make this way. Look at this. You got these bottoms here, right? Towards this bottom here. Then you got these bottoms towards this way. So from up here, even if you're still waiting, and we start to get that pullback, man, you still got room and opportunity to catch on the downside. So wait for this channel, whether we break out or crack. Just be patient, man. Be patient to see which way we want to truly go towards the rest of the market. That's it. Guys, just be patient, please. I love you guys enough to tell you the truth. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna feed you BS, man. I care about you guys enough to tell you the truth, to be honest. I mean, you can see it for yourself. It's a range. Up and down. Up and down. It has made no true decisions yet. Breakout, nor crack. Just let the market allow you to tell you what it want to do. Matter of fact, let me move this one down a little bit. What was the open? 62.76. I'm moving down just a little bit, so it can match. All right, 76, and I'm gonna put my line. I'm gonna put my box all the way down, so we can focus on the range. There you go, guys. Look right here. Range. Tops, bottoms. Tops. See, back and forth, back and forth. You see where the sellers are located. You see where the buyers are located. Plain and simple. So just be patient. Be patient. Because like I said, once we break out, there's a lot of room to still move up to the upside. So wait it out. Downside, we crack back below this level, it's still money to make on the downside. So guys, just be patient, man. Be patient. Be very patient. Be very, very patient. Take your time. Right now, we're just in a consolidated like state. That's it. Consolidate. Be patient. We'll see where we go. How we gonna close out? You know, we don't know. Could we close out on out of this range? Yes. Could we close out below this range? Yes. Could we close out in this range? Yes. So, with that being said, all right, let's see what we can do from here. Okay. So, we know this level can't break out just yet. So, could this be a pivot point? Where this, almost like the 672.50s from yesterday, could this be a pivot point? Could this be a pivot point where, above this key level, we move up, below this key level, you come down? Could this be pivot point for the day? I mean, right now it is, because you're below it. I mean, that area right here could be a pivot point by itself. So, I mean, you could take it as that, from this 64.81, 65 level. I mean, you could take that as the pivot point for today, back down this way. This is different ways you can look at it. So right now, sellers came in, protected their level, pushed those buys right back on down. So right now, sellers are protecting their level. So now what we need to do, I told you, my main area on what I want is 62. I want 62. I want that level out. I want to take it out. And the reason why, guys, because that'll take you underneath the 9 MA, 20 MA, 200 SMA, 50 SMA, with all the major indicators. Okay, think about this. Okay, let me break it down like this. If we get just, especially those three indicators toward the downside, let me see if I can flip it. Let me see if I can look at it from a put standpoint, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about on why I want this. Okay, so let's look at it. Let's look at it from a put standpoint on SPY. Okay, because it does the opposite, right? Okay, so let's go over to the put side for today. Ah, damn, where they at? Where my lows at? Hold up, guys. Let me get to my puts. Is this it today? Yeah. God dog. What the hell? Hold up, guys. I'm trying to get to it for today. Jeez Louise. What's my puts for today? All right, here we go. All right. So, we need the puts. So that means that this is why we need to crack underneath 662. Because that means that if we can get a crack underneath 662 on the call side, then you'll get a break above the 662 on the put side. Now you get it. So that means that we'll get a U-shaped pattern on the puts while you get a arc on the calls. So that means while one is arcing down, the other is U-shaping up. Now you get what I'm saying on why we need that? Because right now on your puts, you're underneath the indicators. You're underneath, especially the strong ones. So if we can crack 662 on the puts, that means that we should go above it. That means that'll put us above the 200-day moving average on the put side. That means everything will be working with us, not against us. So 200-day on the puts, you're underneath it. We need to get above it. So that means that we need to get, look right here. See that? See that? Look, strong strong pullback, right? So that means that we need to crash 662 to get that push above 662 on your puts, because we want to get the reversal back up. So that means that as long as SPY goes down on the call side, your puts go up on the SPY side. See? Now you get what I'm saying? Now you get it. One goes down, the other one goes up. Now you get what I'm getting at. Now you get it. And right there, the 200-day moving average. 200-day moving average. 200-day moving average. So we can crack on the calls. We should be breaking out on the puts. So that means more upside for us on the put side. You crack below that 662, 660, 658, 666, you'll go back up to these old levels here, where you'll keep falling. So we can yank this way. We should bounce up this way. Now you get what I'm saying. So 662, very crucial. Very, very, very crucial. That's why we need it. But right now, this range is still holding. So it's like, it's just holding a range. It's nothing we can do until we come out of this range. I mean, it's getting weak. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you're falling back down underneath the 9 and the 20. I mean, that's definitely still represent weakness. Pull it right back down to the bottoms again. So you went from the tops to, but you see how you could have played the range even on that? Tops to bottoms. Bottoms to tops. See that? You see how you can play the range even in that? How you still make money on the scalping side? Wait for those tops. Pull back. 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 Same thing at the bottom. Wait for the bottoms. Bounce. Wait for the bottoms. Bounce. But now you see how to play the range? Wait for those tops and wait for those bottoms. So instead of getting caught in the middle, we don't know which way it's gonna go, play for the absolute tops and absolute bottoms. Because you know where the buyers, you know where the sellers are sitting at overall, and you know where the buyers are sitting at overall. I mean, you can clearly see that. So you know how to play the rotation. From bottoms to tops, from tops back to bottoms. So that's another way to do it. If you want to trade bad, play the rotations. Wait for these tops, play it back down. You want to get it on the call side, play the bottoms, back to the tops. Oh, and it's still pulling, still getting a little weak, man. Come on, 62. Come on, 62. Show me what you're working with. So, because, right now you're back underneath the 9 again. Underneath the 9 and the 50 again. The 9 and the 20, I'm sorry. 9 and 20. So it looked like we're trying to create a little gap fill back this way. From these indicators back down to these indicators. This is what it looked like it's trying to do. Because you done lost all the leverage. You got overextended back down to the 9 MA, 20 MA. Got overextended back down to the 9 MA, 20 MA. So puts, what we want to do now is stay underneath these two particular indicators back down to here. Because we want to see a gap fill down, not up. So we want to go from these, we want to use those two indicators to act as resistance to fill the gap back down this way. That's what you want to see. And look like it's trying to. So you want those two indicators to work against those calls. So now turn into resistance for a gap fill back on down. And look like now you want to do it. You selfish son of a. Now you want to do it. Now you want to do it. Now you want to close out and now you want to create the gap fills. You dirty. I can't say the word. I'm trying to keep it PG-13. Now you want to give me what I wanted. But you want to get it all to me in power hour. You dirty broad. How dare you? Now you want to give the gap fill back down. Now you want to do it. After all the choppiness, now you want to merge these two indicators together, and then now go for the gap scoop. But you see how those indicators work very well together? Once they tighten up, and you see now they can act as resistance now, and play a gap fill from those indicators, now to that indicator. Now you see how you see it now? Now you see how it's playing very well off each other. Now turning into resistance, no longer on top. Now creating a gap fill from those indicators now to these indicators, when you can come from here to here. But you see how to slowly read it? Beautiful, ain't it? Beautiful how to read that, huh? When you just take your time and just let it play itself out. Freaking beautiful. Freaking beautiful. Oh, I got some. God damn, I gotta give a call. Let me see. Hold on, guys. I got a phone call. Let me I'm back. They'll call back. It's always offers. Man, we want to offer you something. I love you guys. I love y'all. I love y'all. I thought it was something important, man. I was like, man, we want to give you an offer. I know what you're trying to do. But look, guys, okay. Go to Paquito, Jenna, Aussie, Nadia. Y'all notice how those indicators merge together now? Now making a strong resistance back down, creating a downtrend. Now y'all see it? Look. Going from these indicators. See that? Now giving you a move back down. Now you see how to utilize it. Now y'all see it. Now y'all see how to utilize it, right? It's a beautiful setup now, huh? Right. See that? See how your 9 MA, your 20 MA, they came together like this, right? They closed out the gap. Now creating a strong resistance. Now for a gap fill back down to these bottoms. Now it's working against the buyers and working for the sellers. Now creating that what? Now you see that? Beautiful, ain't it? Beautiful, ain't it? How to read that bad boy. It's a beautiful setup. I know it had to take forever and a day to damn near power hour for us to see it. Sorry about that. But now you finally getting it. Now y'all see what I'm talking about. See how these indicators spread it out? Your 90 MA, your 20 MA went a separate way, right? And your 50 stayed down this way. Once those two bad boys merge together, now it's closing up the gap. Now it's creating a resistance. Now back down this way. But now y'all see it? Now y'all see how to read it? How beautiful see how those indicators work? Beautiful, ain't it? Beautiful, ain't it? Beautiful, ain't it? Beautiful, beautiful. So now you got the 9 MA and 20 MA working against you. So the only thing you got to take out now is the 50 and your 200. So now we need those two indicators to work against you. So that means we're going to need a hard pullback. Hard pullback if you want all indicators to work, to work in our favor. Where we can get the sell-off all the way back down. I knew it was coming. I'm like, man, I was trying to wait on it. I'm like, man, I know it's coming. I'm like, I know it's coming. But notice, look how your 9 MA and 20 MA is tightening up. Look, see how they tighten it up? Bam, there's no room for it to move. It's closing it out. Closing it out finally. Now you're in between a gap fill. Between those two indicators and that indicator. See that? And now look where it's pointing at. Possibly down this way. Back down to the downside. But it just took some time, man. After we got out of this consolidation and those indicators starting to tighten up, it made the movement less dramatic. It made it less dramatic. Now look how your indicators are tightening up. Now there's no way for this bad boy to even move other than going down. See that? Bam. See now you see how to use those indicators to the best of your ability? Sweet, ain't it? Beautiful, ain't it? See that? When you just take your time. Let it do what it do. Now the only other indicator the buyer's gonna have is right here. So that means you have no other choice but to possibly move back down to try to get that working. So let's see. But we definitely want to get that 9 MA to cross that 20 MA. That's gonna definitely put a nail in the coffin. Because again, if you're on the short side, you don't want that 9 MA to stay on top. You want it to cross back down. You want it to cross. Let's see what's gonna happen. You don't want to stay on top. You want it to cross back below that orange line. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Cross back down. Cross back down. You want that. You don't want that 9 MA to be the leader anymore. You want it to start to do an indicator crossover. But notice how we hit that 9 MA right back down. See that? See that beautiful setup? Beautiful. Because we want that 9 MA to lose value. We want it to lose value underneath the 20 MA. Then we wanted to lose value all the way back down to the 50 because we want those indicators to curl right the hell back down. And look what I mean. Lost value. Look at the market. Bam. See how it's respecting those indicators? See what I mean? You gotta just give it some time to let it set up. Let it set up. Now you're getting up a shadow. Starting to lose value. Now you're coming back down to the 662s, which is about to be lining up right with that 50 SMA. The 50 SMA has moved up a little bit. It moved up. So now you're doing a gap fill from these two indicators down to this indicator. Indicator on this one is around 62.50. Yeah, 62.50. But notice how the 9 MA and them is kind of trying to work against you now. Let's see. We gotta get that, man. We can get that blue indicator across that orange. It's gonna come to. I'll put it like this. If that blue indicator can cross that orange indicator, a huge drop is coming. I'll put it to you like that. A bigger drop is coming. So what's the value of this blue indicator? 663.50, and this one is at 663.44. So that means that we have to lose value on that blue one. Because I'm telling you, as long as that lose value, the market is going to lose value. It's going to lose value. It's going to follow it. See what I mean? Look what's happening. Red candles, right? Why? Because these has lost value. Has lost value, so has SPY lost value. See how beautiful that plays out? See that? Now you're getting red candles back down. Red. Now all the way back down. Beautiful, ain't it? Beautiful, ain't it? I don't know how to read that, huh? Take your time to read them, bad boys. Take your time to read them. Take your time. All you do is, like, again, the guys, is patience, man. Patience and letting everything set up the way it needs to set up and then go from there. And I know it had to take all the way down there to the end of the market to do that. I know. And I know that's a pain in the ass. I know a lot of people hate that. It's like, why, instead of catching all of this, like, why we gotta wait for consolidation and damn near towards the end of the market to finally get something, you know, some type of movement. It happens. It happens. It happens. But it could be the start of another downtrend coming. You know, from 664 could be the start of a possible drop on down going into tomorrow. Because we could see even lower. You could go from, you know, 64-ish areas down into the 662s. Then down 660s, back down to the 50s. Because this could be a possible start of a downtrend going into tomorrow. It all depends. Because you got to keep in mind, pre-market tops today is going to be the same problems going into tomorrow. So those tops today is going to be tomorrow's problem. Because we can't break it. So look at this. There you go. See how the market played off of it? Bam. 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 Can't make this up, baby. Take your time, man. Take your time. Understand it. Caught those overextensions, areas we couldn't break out, pre-market tops, back on down. Pre-market tops, back on down. Pre-market tops, back on down. So now we need to get this crack back below that 662, get that ball rock and rolling, back down towards the VWAP. So we'll get that nice cup pattern. And there it is. But y'all see how I stay with you guys to read it throughout the whole setup? Take your time and read it, man. That's it. So we know we just need to crack out of this range. So we know that we need to fall back underneath this 50. We need to fall back underneath the 200. To get that pull back down to the VWAP, that should put us back down to 661. So from 662, you should have room to fall back down from these indicators back down to this VWAP of 661. That's what needs to happen. If, you know, these sellers are about to come in aggressive, that's what needs to happen. Let me see. Let me check real quick. I think my grandmother may be hitting me. Oh yeah. Shit. I might have to leave. Might have to leave in about 10 minutes. God dang it. She called me back. Yeah, guys. So y'all, 10 minutes. So I'm gonna help you guys the best that I can. So right now, just watch this. We, you know, getting this level. We want to crack this level. Crack this level. Like I said, the main one, like what I want to see is 62. Cause I want us to fall out of this range. See, here you go back up to these indicators again. Cause you notice look, the space is getting tighter and tighter between the 50 and these two indicators. So right now, I mean, it's giving the room to kind of bounce back and forth. Until now those three indicators come together and create an ultimate move. So that's why you're bouncing. You bounced off this 50 yellow, red indicator up to now the 9 and the 20. So what you want to do is you want to close out as many gaps as possible. You want to shut every possible area where buyers can try to utilize to try to push back up. You want to shut it down. So again, if we're going in on the put side, we want to make these two particular indicators fall back down to this indicator because you want to close the door. You want to close the gap ups. So it basically SPY has no other room to move other than down. See, by having this gap between the 50 and these two indicators, it's creating a little nice little support line for buyers to try to push back up again. Which is the bottoms once again, right here, because you got the 50 lining up right with these bottoms of that range. But we want, again, if you're going in on the short side, you want these two particular indicators to pull right back down to that 50 because you want to close it out. You want to put it like this. You want to get these indicators to do this, guys. This is what you want these indicators, these two particular indicators to do. These two, you want them to pull back down this way. You want them to pull back down this way. You want to close out that gap right here and then get that nice move back on down. That's what you want. You want to close it out. You want to close that gap out. So right here, you got a gap in between these two and this one right here. You got a little gap fill in between the two. That's why you're getting a little bounce. So what we need to do, make sure that these two particular indicators stay as resistance. And next level, you want to take out this indicator because you want those three to work with you, not against you. So in other words, if you look at it from a put standpoint, you already got the 9 EMA working in your favor. You already got the 20 EMA working in your favor. So what we need to do is get above what? The 50 and the 200 on the put side to get that move back up to the upside. So that means that we have to dump in order for us to get that pop. So once this bad boy falls, your puts go right back on up. There you go. That's how you end it. That's how you end it. One is an arc and one is a U-shaped pattern. And look at this. 9 EMA is holding up on your puts. We just got to get above that 50 and that 200. Room to push a fall back down to that 9 EMA. I mean, to that VWAP. That should put you around 661, which should pull you back down this way. So let's see, can we get it? Can we get it? So can we get the pullback on the calls in order to get the push on the puts? So let's see. Because you are starting to cup a little bit on this bad boy. You are starting to cup. You ran on up, couldn't break. Ran on up, couldn't break. It's weak, showing weakness. So that means that, and you have no other room to go back down. Now your indicators, 2 indicators are working against you right now, holding up as resistance. The only thing that's holding is that 50. They crack 50, that's gonna be the 3rd indicator. You crack that 200, that's the 4th indicator. Back down to the VWAP, that's the 5th indicator. And that's gonna be downside, she go, which will equal to your puts going up, she goes. See that? Look, one goes down, other one go up. See how to read that, baby? See how to read that? Look, one goes down, other one goes up. So I didn't broke this down to you guys to a science. I mean, what else you want? So if we can crack that 200, which is 662, you got room to fall all the way back down to that VWAP, which is 661, and that should push your puts up to 661. And look at that, indicators underneath you on the put side, 9, 20, get above that 50 and that 200. Then you got a gap fill toward that VWAP, which is up on the puts towards 661, which you should fall back down on the calls to 661. See how to play both sides of the fence on that? See how to play both sides? I got y'all, man. I got y'all on that. So we just got to crack that 200. 200, fall back on these 62. You got room to fall right back to the VWAP, 661. So again, calls drop should lead to puts pop. There it is. So let's see. Both at VWAP, one on the upside, one on the downside. If we get a crack on calls, you should be getting a pop on puts. So there you go. What else y'all want me to do, man? What else y'all need from me? I don't know what else. I don't know what else. I don't know what else. I done told y'all everything I could. I mean, I don't know what else to go with this. I don't know what y'all want from me. What y'all really want from a trader. I can't say the word. Y'all know I'm getting at DMX. I'm just having fun, man. I'm having fun. But look very carefully, guys. Look, you lost the 9, you lost the 20, you lost the 50. Underneath the 200 moving average, right? On the call side. Look at the put side. What I told you, gap fill to that VWAP, right? Gap fill to that. Why would I lie to y'all? Why would I lie to y'all? Why would I lie to y'all, man? Love y'all, man. Y'all know this. Why would I lie to y'all? Why would I lie to y'all? Y'all know y'all boy, man. Come on. Try to help y'all. What we got left? I know we got about, 30 minutes? Down to 30 minutes left to the market close. Now you starting to get a cup. Bam. There go your cup. Because we couldn't hold. So right now, I need the 200. Right now, fighting the open. Crack that open. Right now, fights. You already know the levels that we're talking about. 662. 62. That can lead to that right shoulder. We already got left shoulder, head, and let's see. Fall back on these 62. Possible more pullback is coming because that means 62 is going right back to being resistance. See right here what happened last time? 662. Drop. See that? So we want to turn that bad boy right back into resistance. Create a right shoulder for that head and shoulders pattern. It's ugly as hell. But shoulder, head, shoulder. Bam. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Why would I lie to y'all, bro? Why would I lie to y'all? Why would I lie to y'all? Why would I lie to y'all? One goes down, other one goes up. Gap fill, baby. All indicators working against the calls, helping the puts. What more do y'all do? Man, look. What more do y'all want from me, man? What more do y'all want? We done caught it from these tops, the range, all the way back. Look, man, I'm done. I'm shutting it down. Look, it's up to y'all what y'all do from here. I done caught it from this range to get y'all out of this so y'all can get another trade in. Broke out of the range on the downside. We talked about the indicators on the call side versus the put side. There y'all go, man. It's up to y'all what y'all do. I'm done for today. So let me go ahead and shut it down, man. I'm shutting it down. So, man, let me give a shout out to everybody. I'm done for today. It's over for me. Shout out to, and man, look at y'all puts still dropping. So, shout out to my team. Shout out to my mods. Y'all already know what time it is, man. I done helped y'all as much as I can all the way down to the VWAP. Y'all, I mean, it's up to y'all from this point. It's up to y'all from this point. And if y'all are new to my channel, man, please do your boy a favor, man, because I push out free content every day, man. I'm killing myself. Man, please hit that subscribe button, man. That's free 99. If y'all don't want the information, y'all don't want free information from me, y'all rather pay other people, that's on y'all. That's money out of y'all pockets. That ain't got nothing to do with me. If y'all love my content, I'm giving y'all free content to put money in you guys' pockets, man. Do your boy a favor. Smash that subscribe button. If y'all already subscribed, hit the like button. If you're on Twitch, Subscribe to avoid the ads. But, man, I give y'all free content every day, man. We done talked all the way into the range, all the way out of the range, underneath the indicators, you know, working in a puts favor, man. I mean, look, I'm done. I'm done for the day. I mean, that's all I can do, man. I give enough. Shoot, that's all I can do, bro. So, shout out to everybody, you know, who traded, who really took the time to understand and read these levels, to understand on how the indicator works, the gap fill works, knowing when to trade, when knowing not to trade, playing the rank, you know, like, shout out to everybody who pays close attention to, you know, these type of setups, man. But I'm done for the day, man. I'm tired. But I will be back into our call Wednesday, 1 to 4, man. We'll keep it rocking and rolling, man. But, you know, I mean, I want to get you guys out of this range, you know, help you guys out as best as possible. Now that we out of this range, now it's up to you on what you do with it from here. I'm done. So, shout out to everybody. Congratulations to everybody, man. Thank y'all so much for being a strong, you know, support in my level. Again, it wouldn't be no Jtraedz without you guys. Thank you guys. God bless you guys, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on YouTube, whatever platform. I wish you guys nothing but the best. You and your family, many, many blessings. You and your beautiful kids, wife, husband, whatever. And I wish you guys nothing but success in 2026, man. So let's keep it going, man. So thank y'all. I love y'all. I'm about to be out. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Wild Card Wednesday, and we'll see what tomorrow has to offer. Don't forget, the video earnings are coming out tomorrow. Other than that, stay blessed, stay safe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for Wild Card Wednesdays. Maximize reward, minimize your risk. Always put grade over greed, and you will succeed every single time. See y'all tomorrow, man. Love y'all. Peace!
Subscribe for more content.